Paris, I definitely want to cover some of the other culprits that are involved, some of the other offenders that was involved in this tragic murder, rape, beating, kidnapping, held against will of a 20-year-old by the name of Mohogany Jackson. If I mirror the screen, it makes me dizzy. Is everyone in here able to see every picture on the screen? Don't worry about the words. I'll read each name, but are you able to see every face? It's 7 faces I'm showing here. If you are, then that's all you need, my love, because I'll make sure I read the names. This photo is, it's okay, Redbone. That's why I'm acknowledging you, because it's all respect here. This photo will not change throughout the course of this 1 hour. All right, this is my breaking news with BIGO TV. So I have to be able to do this for 1 full hour where I'm fully comfortable. And then after I'm done for that hour, Redbone, I'll mirror it for you. All right, so just bear with me for this 1 hour. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, Janet. All right, so let's take it from the top. This person that's charged in the death of Mohogany Jackson is Jeremy McDowell. Okay, Jeremy McDowell. As of today, based on the present hearings that we've had right now with Jefferson County, based on police reports that we found, and also police documents, including Dan Carr, which is the DA, this young man is 18 years of age. Also, allegedly, he had been shot before in his legs, so he's a cripple. He walks, but he walks with a limp, okay? Also, allegedly, he dated the victim, 20-year-old Mohogany Jackson, allegedly, okay? So these are speculations and things that we're starting to read as reports are coming out and different people from the community are coming together. Again, a lot of this stuff can't be proved as of yet, but allegedly, this is how it's coming. So I'm going to make sure it's alleged when I relinquish the information to you. Okay? Now, 18 years old, Jeremy McDowell, he hung out with this crew. This crew ranged from 20 to 26. Allegedly, he's dating Mohogany. Okay? Well, Tyra, we'll get to the stealing. We'll get to the alleged thievery. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. And thank you, Tyra. Great question. He's hanging with this group. Now, this little group here is known to attach themselves to Tasia Lewis. Allegedly, Tasia Lewis is the ringleader. She's the one that get things popping, but's quick to hide her hand. Okay, I'll tell you what they're saying is the purpose behind it as well. I got you. So Jeremy is out of his league, hanging out with a group of 20 to 26 years olds that they get it popping. They're very active in their community and not for positive reasons. Okay, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Tasia Lewis, 26, allegedly the ringleader. If you're rolling with Tasia, then you're fighting her battles. If Tasia turns something up, Tasia expects her crew to turn it down. Okay? Allegedly in Tasia's community, she's the one that throws the rock and hide her hand. Okay? Now, some fun facts that we learned recently about Tasia is Tasia housed a lot of people. Everyone comes through Tasia's house at some point to stay. Sanaya stayed there, Blue stayed there, maybe 1 or 2 of these gentlemen, they've stayed at Tasia's. And not only that, allegedly Tasia dates a local police officer in Birmingham. And when things get popping, he's quick to come to her defense and cover small things up. And if you want to hear answers to the questions in the chats, then you have to basically focus. A lot of you guys don't know, but this is 1 hour that I have to commit to being organized and on track. After this hour is up, then I can freestyle the questions in the comments. But right now, this is my breaking news segment on BIGO TV Live. And I need to get through the segment organized and concise so we can know where we're going at. Then I can freestyle and answer some of the questions as as you want me to. Okay, so let's be fair for a moment. Another fun fact that we didn't know about Tasia, Tasia has 4 children. 4 children. 1 deceased, and the other 3 are not being raised by Tasia, but by her mother. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay? 4 beautiful children, 1 deceased, and the rest are being raised by her mother. Jeremy, 18 years old, allegedly a cripple. He had been shot. And these are the people that he's chosen to roll with. Also, allegedly, he dates Mohogany Jackson. Sanaya McCall. Allegedly, Sanaya McCall is new to the group. She's been around Tasia for 3 months, and now she lives with Tasia. And not only that, allegedly, she's cousins with the 8th person that was arrested, which is Ariana Robinson. Thank you, T. Clocker. It's Jeremiah. Thank you very much. I ain't even, guess what? I'm not even reading the names. The funny thing, I know them by heart. So I'm not even reading the names. So thank you very much. Sanaya. The energy I got from Sanaya when I first started watching videos and reports was that Sanaya wants to fit in and make sure that it's fitting to Tasia. If Tasia steps left, Sanaya will step left. If Tasia steps right, Sanaya will step right. Okay? So Sanaya seemed to me to be a lapdog, a wannabe, and needed a place to stay. Okay? Along with Sanaya and Tasia, another tag along was Giovanni Clapp. Initially, Giovanni looked like a boy to me. I thought she was a male. Absolutely. Sanaya is a follower. She's a lapdog. She's a wannabe. She just wants to be in the in crowd. Even when I saw her slapping and punching Mohogany in those videos, I was just trying to figure out what's her gripe, what's her energy. She's doing a whole lot. I love you, Tracy. She's doing a whole lot. Okay? Okay? Now, I love you, Tracy. I got my message now. Okay. All right, Ms. Harris, some people say they was jealous of her, and it's a demonic spirit. I wouldn't disagree with there was a lot of jealousy in the room. I wouldn't disagree. But one thing I want to say also is God says it. If you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. God also says a disobedient child does not come to a good end. It's also written that, you know, if you disobey your parents, we all said your days will be shortened on this earth. So there's a lot of rebellious kids that we see, a lot of rebellion on this screen. These folks are young mothers and fathers that don't even have custody of their children, that's living from pillar to post and doing heinous crimes that included shooting, gangbanging, robbery, a lot of different things. Okay? I'm not perfect, absolutely not. But at some point in your life, you have to make a conscious decision to make a change. And they weren't at that point in their life where they wanted to make a change. They were at the point in their life that although they've done the most in their past, they were wanting to turn up more. These are turn up people. These young ladies and men were turning up. It started out with small things, little robbery, little this. Then they get guns in the midst, and now they're shooting in school buses. And now their shootings are turning to rape, sodomy, and now murder. And now murder. So let's carry on. We'll always know this one as the lapdog and the follower. Giovanni Clapp, which I thought was a male prior to. Giovanni, again, where do you fit in this equation? Allegedly, rumor has it that Giovanni dates Brandon Pope. And I'll get down into who Brandon Pope is. But another thing we learned, Giovanni is new to the clique as well. So when I'm learning about this whole dynamic of friends here, have you ever had a job and you ever heard the term at work, we have a large turnover here. We have a quick turnover. Whenever you hear the term quick turnover or fast turnover or large turnover at a business, that means there's a lot of people that come in and quit, or a lot of people come in and get fired. Okay, so what I mean about this group is the turnover rate was vast, because what I'm learning is nobody's relationship, at least 80% of these people are new. That means Tasia gets friends and they leave. They come in, I want to be a part of the clique, I want to be a part of the crew, and then guess what? Some BS takes place. I don't know if it's backstabbing, I don't know if it's snitching, I don't know if it's gossip. But guess what? Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Hello. Okay? And that's what it's giving here. And I'll continue to talk about that friendship and that partnership as I continue to make sure you guys understand who is Tasia Lewis and who she is to each individual, especially when it comes to Francis and Mohogany. Okay? All right, Giovanni Clapp, do you or do you not date Brandon Pope? That is still out for debate. All right, now we move down to Blair Green. It's alleged that Blair Green, which we thought initially dated Giovanni, actually dates Sanaya. And not only that, allegedly had some type of relationship with Mohogany. Okay? Then we have, y'all in that mirror, we have Brandon Pope. Brandon Pope was the chunky one of the group, okay? And what we've learned, and this is not a rumor that I'm spreading, you guys. This is a document that I read that I'm not going to be able to mirror this, y'all. I'm sorry. The mirror makes me confused. From what I've read, from reports, District Attorney Dan Carr, this all ignited definitely from a missing gun that was stolen from Mohogany's purse, but also allegedly, based on police documents, Mohogany assaulted Brandon first with a gun. Is this true? I don't know. This is what witnesses, and the sad thing about it is these are the witnesses. The people that watch her get beat, the people that watch her get stripped naked, the people that watched her be handcuffed, the folks that watched her raped her, sodomized her, drug her across the street, beat her down, kicked her, spat on her, and initially watched her be murdered. These are the witnesses. These are the witnesses. Can you imagine the witnesses in your case are the people that actually watch you be raped, beat, and murdered? Interesting. I know. Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. And thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, Ari. You turning it up in here. Thank you for everyone that's turning up with the gifts. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me every day at 12 PST, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, with my segment, Breaking News with BIGO.LIVE. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thickness, everybody. Janet, I love you. Allegedly, you guys, and this is because I read a report from the district attorney. This is not something that I'm saying to hurt y'all feelings. This is not something I'm trying to say to take up for the offenders, these people that killed this girl and raped her. This is not something I'm saying because of my own personal feelings. This is things I'm reading from court documents. So please bear with me. Okay? I was shocked too when I read that Mohogany allegedly took a gun from Jeremy McDowell and held this gentleman at gunpoint and stripped him. But we'll get into that. Brandon Pope, you guys. Brandon Pope. Okay? Now, Brandon Pope allegedly was a roommate to Blair Green. Allegedly, Brandon and Blair was roommates. Okay? Thank you, Tracy. All right? Now, let's get into the real deal here. Frances Harris. If any one of you seen any of the videos, in the beginning when we started on this case, a lot of you guys asked me for a link to go in and see some videos. Put a 1 in the comment if I kept my word and sent you that link. I will not be sending that link out anymore, but put a 1 in the comments if I sent you the link, and put a 2 if you were able to see some of the videos. Okay, perfect. Good. 1 if I sent you the link, 2 if you were able to see some of the videos. So if you saw some of the videos, it's fair to say that you saw Frances Harris' face appear in the videos. I even saw Jeremy McDowell's face appear in some of the videos. Very crazy case that. Hello, La Patrona. Well, I sent out the link. I don't know if those videos are still present, but those videos were able to see Mohogany being slapped by Ariana, who you don't see here. You were able to see her being punched by Sanaya, and Sanaya had a gun in her hand. Also, the video showed him, Jeremy, and then you saw her outside being beat down very badly by Tasia. Another video I saw, you saw Sanaya saying, open the trunk, and it's just a lot that took place. Okay? The text is backward because I'm not mirroring the screen, but it's okay. I'm not here for you to read anything today. I'll make sure you know who Jeremy McDowell is, Tasia Lewis, Sanaya McCall, Giovanni Clapp, Frances Harris, Brandon Pope, and Blair Green. All right? Okay. Now, let's talk about the dynamics in this group. Okay? 18-year-old Jeremy McDowell allegedly dated Mohogany. Allegedly is one of the people that raped her. Allegedly, he got in the car with Frances Harris and Brandon Pope when the fatal shot took place. Allegedly, they held him at gunpoint, allegedly, while he raped her. Allegedly. Tasia Lewis, the alleged ringleader. Tasia turns up and expects everyone to come to her rescue. Tasia starts drama, allegedly. Tasia lies. Tasia takes, allegedly. She turns up, and when she turns up, she will call her crew allegedly and say, hey, these people are over here antagonizing me. I need y'all come guns a-blazing. Allegedly, she is the person that throws the rock and hide her hand. Sanaya, she's been in the group now for 3 months, allegedly. Sanaya has 1 child. Oh, let me not forget. Tasia has 4 children by birth. 1 allegedly is deceased, and the other 3, her mother has custody. Sanaya McCall, 1 child, a daughter. The child does not live in the house with her and Tasia, assuming that her mom has custody. Sanaya is a lapdog, allegedly, a follower, allegedly, and you can see her on the videos punching Mohogany, and had a gun and being turned up and spitting on her, and just whatever Tasia did, Sanaya did. Then we have Giovanni. I don't know if Giovanni Clapp is the mother, has a baby, or if Brandon Pope is her child's father. Allegedly, I heard that rumor, but I have no proof. But Giovanni is also someone that punched Tasia. I'm sorry, Mohogany. And can I also tell you guys something funny? Not only was Mohogany raped and sodomized by the men, she also was forced to put her mouth on Tasia and the other women. And not only that, when she was putting her mouth on these women, they held Mohogany's head down, held her head down in between Tasia and Sanaya's legs and told her to hurry up, because there's other people in line waiting. When it was time for her to put her mouth on Blair, they told her, if he didn't enjoy it, we gonna beat you bad. Blair said that it didn't feel good, Blair Green. And allegedly, when he said that, Giovanni started punching her, and they continued to beat her with guns and fists and boots and punches and hand. And then at some point, they stripped her. They put her in handcuffs and continued to beat her. They drug her outside where they continued to beat her. They drug her back inside where she continued to be raped in the heinous ways. Always inhumane, habitual, animalistic acts that took place on the night of February 25th between these individuals. Also, Ariana Robinson is somebody you don't see here. Ariana's thin. Ariana is also the person that was on that alleged three-way call with Blue and Mohogany. And still, we don't have no clarity from that. But rest assured, we will be having another conversation with Blue. And I don't know if we're bringing Nuki, which is another friend of Blue, to the app. But we do have another friend by the name of Shon that knew each individual. Although Shon doesn't live in the area, Shon does have some light to shine on some things. Ariana started hitting her in the inside of the home. You can clearly see Ariana slap her because one of these gentlemen, either Francis or Brandon, said, if you don't hit her, we're taking you to the bathroom. Now, I don't know what taking you to the bathroom means, but you can clearly hear I'm taking you to the bathroom mentioned loud and proud from who we're assuming to be Francis or Brandon. I'm taking you to the bathroom. Okay? Now, Ariana was the eighth person arrested. Allegedly, Ariana had a conversation with Blue while these people were in jail and she was out free. And allegedly, Blue's mentioned that Ariana said she had no idea what took place, what went on. I wasn't there. What's going on? Okay? So back to Francis Harris. Francis Harris, Jeremy McDowell, and Brandon Pope all took Mohogany's nude body in handcuffs to a place called Dead Man's Row or Dead Man's Dump. It's an illegal dumping site. The reason they took her there, allegedly, is because, allegedly, Tasia had a conversation with a young man named Adarius. And while Tasia was texting Adarius, telling him what was going down and what went down, at some point, allegedly, Adarius said, hey, take her back there to Dead Man's Row, to the dumping site. And once they dumped her there, allegedly, Adarius is the one that called 911, and Adarius is the one that took them to the body of Mohogany Jackson, 20 years old, naked and under 2 mattresses. Yes, Mohogany was a mother of 3. Tasia was a mother of 4. Sanaya was a mother of 1. I'm not sure Giovanni have a daughter. Francis is a mother of 1. And Blair is a mother of 1. I'm sorry, a father of 1. Okay? Yes, she had been shot also. Allegedly, when Brandon and Francis and Jeremy put her in the car to take her to the dump site, someone mentioned we were going to clean our car. At some point while she was still handcuffed, allegedly, Francis Ace Harris went behind her, pulled out a gun, and sent 1 projectile bullet through her skull. That bullet has now been removed from her head by forensics, and they're working on whether or not they have the murder weapon that pulled the trigger. And let it be known, based on reports that I've read from District Attorney Carr and AL.com, they have retrieved 3 guns from the site. They have retrieved 3 guns from that incident. All right, so let's continue with the dynamics. Allegedly, Jeremy dated Mohogany, which is 20. Jeremy was 18. Although allegedly he dated Mohogany, he was still persuaded and allegedly forced to do sexual acts on her. And not only that, he went live with a smile on his face. In some of the videos that I saw, when I initially saw Ariana slapping Mohogany, you can see Jeremy McDowell, the one that they say looks like Kodak Black, smiling in the video. At that time, everyone was still clothed. Mohogany wasn't on the floor. She didn't have handcuffs. She wasn't nude. I was unable to see Tasia at the house. I didn't see Tasia on the videos that I saw until she was outside, lying on top of Mohogany's nude body. Mohogany was in handcuffs, laid down, helpless, not moving, and you can clearly see Tasia. I saw punching. Some people say she had a rock, but she was just punching Mohogany. You can see Tasia punching Mohogany hard, and Mohogany was lifeless. She wasn't even moving. In that same set, you see Brandon standing nearby. Also, there's a kick from someone that we assume is Sanaya, a kick and a spit. Sanaya's role. I saw her punching Mohogany in the video while waving a gun and losing her mind. She was there at the very, very beginning. Again, I also saw her outside spitting and kicking. I also heard her screaming, "Open the trunk, get the car, open the trunk." Giovanni, I really couldn't see her in the videos at all. Allegedly, she was the one that started hitting Mohogany once Blair did not enjoy the oral sex that they were forcing Mohogany to perform on him. Brandon Pope, allegedly, this is why it started. Allegedly, Mohogany, you guys, had a gun that she brought with her to the house in her purse with a wad of money. At some point, the gun allegedly went missing from her purse along with the money. Once the money and gun, please call Henry or Royce. Once the money and gun went missing, Mohogany, which is our victim, got upset. She got so upset till she went to Jeremy and she said, "Jeremy, give me your gun." Again, this is not nothing that I'm telling you guys based on my feelings or thoughts. This is actual information that I'm reading from AL.com, the Alabama news outlets, okay? She was so upset, she took a gun from Jeremy and said, "You know what, Brandon? You stole my gun and my money out of my purse." Brandon says, "No." Then she says, "Strip naked and prove it." At gunpoint, allegedly, you guys, please don't condemn me. Please don't judge me. Please don't come for me. These are things that I'm reading from Dan Carr, okay, district attorney, okay? Okay? Once she made him strip and they did not find the gun and money on him, Tasia did admit to taking the guns, but we'll get there. There is some type of video where I heard Tasia saying, "I took the gun." But you guys are so impatient, you're rushing the story. I'm trying to give you guys a full overview. Don't be impatient. Get the facts, okay? Let's be very detailed on what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't gonna miss nothing out. I understand you guys know, a lot of us know a lot of things. I'm just trying to give you a full detailed story to fill in all the blanks, okay? To fill in all the blanks. Okay. Now, I appreciate you too, Tracy. All right. Now, allegedly, Brandon was stripped naked and searched. I love you too. And nothing was found. Now, I'm going to get to all these questions about who set up what, because a lot of you guys are saying Blue set it up, and Rayleigh will have a conversation about this. Once he got dressed, reports say Brandon was so upset and so pissed off and so angry that he told Francis, oh, y'all gonna have to kill that bitch or do something. She done made me strip. And that's where District Attorney Dan Carr says everything went left. It went from Mohogany allegedly being hyped and turned up. Oh, you gonna give me my gun and you gonna give me my money to, oh, we're about to flip the strip on her. Let's get it. First person, Ariana. And then it went down the line from Ariana to Sanaya to Giovanni to her putting her mouth on Blair to her being forced to put her mouth on Tasia. Sanaya beaten, whipped, kicked, spat, stripped, nude, handcuffs, the works. Disgusting, sad, poor. This girl has a daughter, 3 years old. This is a mother of 4, mother of 1, allegedly a mother of 1, a father of 1, a father of 1, and they don't have a goddamn care in the world. Ariana, a mother of 2. No care in the world. Not a care. Not a care. All right, somebody in comments saying they lying. What she looked like checking someone if it was so many people in that. Okay, well, the cutie. I have no clue why police reports are saying that, but I can tell you this. It could be a lie, okay? Because guess what? The only witnesses we really have are the people that sodomized, raped, and beat Mohogany. That's the only thing we got. These are the witnesses, the culprits, the offenders, the demons, the devils. So I can agree with you. I could totally agree with you. It could be all a fabricated story to try to lessen their or reduce their charges. But who will know? Who's going to tell the truth? Are we ever going to get the full truth? And what's sad is when we first started out with this case, these people had first-degree murder, capital murder, first-degree murder with rape, sodomy. And then we saw, once they started having those hearings, the last hearing that we witnessed was March 13th. And from those hearings, a lot of those first-degree murder charges and the sodomy and the rape were being reduced. Some of the capital murder charges was dropped from Jeremy and Brandon. Tasia, which had first-degree murder, sodomy, rape, kidnap, dropped second degrees. This young lady got so many charges dropped to some of her stuff from misdemeanors and third degrees, and I'm not dropped, reduced. They probably cut a deal, I can agree. But you know what's the saddest thing? What I had to learn? The person with the less charges or the least charges is talking the most. This young lady, Tasia Lewis, has the least charges. The alleged ringleader. The alleged person that actually went in that girl's purse and stole the gun. You know why we say that it's her? On one of the videos where she's punching Mohogany, you can hear her saying, "Ho, I stole the gun. Oh, I stole the gun. I stole the gun. So despite who said what or who shot John or who said a gun and who set what up, there's a gun involved. There is a GUN involved because we hear it in the video. I stole, and when we first heard it on my live, the people that watch me on a regular basis, we kept saying, she stole the gun. Oh, it's a gun being stolen. And we wanted to know more about this GUN. We wanted to know more about it. A GUN, a gun. We want to know more about this. What's going on? GUN, okay. And yes, we did hear Blue's name as well. We heard Ariana say, I'm not Blue. I'm not Blue. I'm not Blue. That's all we heard when they mentioned Blue's name. And then as they were figuring out who is Blue, we're like, oh, I'm not Blue. Who is Blue? It's some he said, she said going on. Well, Rayla, we'll see if they all get 25 to life. We can only pray. And the sad thing is, who wants to see our Black youth going through trials and 25 years to life, but they brought it on themselves? These people are vicious, dangerous, disgusting. It's funny that it started with a missing gun. You slapped her, y'all beat her up. But what ignited the rape? What ignited the rape and to handcuff her and to drag her? So where is that coming from? If she allegedly stripped him to see that he's still a gun, and he didn't have it, what's really going on here? Tasia again. Based on the things I've heard from the people that I've talked to that know her, like Blue, for instance, some ain't right with this one. You went in that girl's purse and stole that gun and that money, and it turned to her death. And the only reason we're able to say that, Tasia, is because we hear you on the video saying, bitch, I stole the gun. I stole the gun. We heard you. And that's the reason why we're able to connect that GUN to you. Now, let's talk about Francis Harris and his alleged father. In some of the photos that we see, we do see an older gentleman that's wearing a cap and glasses. This older gentleman is allegedly Francis Harris's father. In the photo that we see, Ariana is standing next to the dad with the same top on that we see her in the video slapping Mohogany. So that only leads us, allegedly, that Francis Harris' father was in one of the apartments during the fighting portion of that day or that evening. Why his father was there? Why was a grown man invited to this malicious, heinous, these acts? And not only that, while you're there, Dad, as a father, you never thought to say, hey, y'all don't hit her. It's okay. Who got the gun? Listen, Mohogany, somebody got the gun, baby. Get dressed and just leave. You ain't gonna find it today. Y'all don't hit her. Don't hurt her. Don't tear her down. We ain't gonna find the gun today. Try again. So allegedly, Too Smooth Harris is not the one that made her strip, that she made strip. Allegedly, it's Brandon Pope that she made strip. Okay? Okay? Brandon Pope. Francis Harris, aka Ace, is the one that allegedly pulled the trigger. while her back was turned in the nude with handcuffs, he pulled the trigger. Tasia allegedly is the ringleader, and she's the one that allegedly stole the gun and the money out of Mohogany's purse. Jeremy is the one that Mohogany allegedly took the gun from so that she can make Brandon Pope strip. Sanaya allegedly is the one that was waving the gun and punching her, spitting on her, and wanted to put her in the trunk, and also the lapdog and follower of Tasia. Giovanni Clapp was allegedly the one that beat her down when Blair said that Mohogany was not performing fellatio good enough. Blair Green is allegedly dating Sanaya, and he was the first one to get sexual acts performed on, and so on and so forth. Deplorable, disgusting, put their ass under the jail, I agree. Definitely some sick people in the world. But let's leave this for a second. Let's talk about her mom, just for a second. So what we do know, what we do understand is, at some point, Mohogany Jackson sent out a distress signal to her mother. Mohogany is 20 years old. She was murdered on February 25th, 2024. Her body was found 2 a.m. on February 26th under mattresses. She's a mother of a 3-year-old, and she was also a daughter and a sister. Okay? The person that allegedly shot Mohogany is Francis Ace Harris. Now, there is a letter, a text message, a Facebook message that Mohogany sent to her mother on December the 26th. What's ironic is she sent out a letter to her mom telling her, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you for raising me, I want to be just like you, thank you for keeping me, you're a great mom, mentoring me, and at this while I'm at 20 years old, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better. Okay? It's ironic that she wrote that letter to her mother on December 26th, and her body was found on February 26th. If I could pull up the letter that she sent to her mom quickly, I will. But from what we gather, Mohogany, from what we gather, and I'm only speaking now because I saw an interview that took place from a lady named Jessica. Jessica allegedly was Mohogany's neighbor and knew Mohogany and her mother very well and would look out for Mohogany and take her places and go grocery shopping for Mohogany when Mohogany needed help. Jessica told us that Mohogany had a fight with her mom, like a whole fist fight, like Mohogany fought her mother. And from that fight, Mohogany's mom had to dial 911. And at some point, Mohogany was let go from her apartment. So what I'll do is I'll try to read this letter if I can. Oh, I done started it over. All right. So her mother received a distress signal from Mohogany at 7:46 a.m. in the morning. We will assume it was on February the 24th or the 25th because we couldn't understand the dates based on what was posted. But the distress signal basically said, Mom, I'm being held against my will. I'm at Tasia's apartment, apartment 3. Do not call me. Please bring the police. Also, prior to her sending that text message, there's some calls that was made from Mohogany to her mother. We don't know if those calls were answered. We don't know if Mohogany ever talked to her mother on a regular, but what we do know is something definitely happened, and her mother missed the contact. And I can only imagine a mom being reached out to by a child, and I don't know if she saw the message and then ignored it, or if she didn't see the message in time, but something happened. I know you would cry every day. But this is the letter that was sent to Mohogany's mother on December the 26th at 1:48 a.m. Mohogany writes, I just want you to know I love you. And if you ever need anybody, I'm here. Whether it's an ear or a shoulder. You've done an amazing job of molding me to who I am. I appreciate you. For life, I know you're the only one who really has my best interests. So I'm going to listen and take heed to everything you say, Mama. I'm so sorry for everything I put you through. I wish I can take it back, but I can't. But from this day forward, I just want to make you proud. It's not too many like you, Mama. You did outstanding with all 6 of us. And I know I got to make you proud. I'm 20 and I'm all ready to listen, Mama. I want to do hair like you. Been pushing me to. So those are my next steps. So good luck, my first lady. You are truly a Black queen, and I'm striving to be just like you. Well, if the letter is fake, you can find it where the mom posted it on her Facebook. The mom posted this inbox to her Facebook. So if it's fake, but it was posted on the Facebook. So, along with where she told her mom, please help me. Okay. Now, some people think that the mother is being shady. Some people are saying, but think about this, you guys. Thank you so much, me, myself, and I. Think about this. And I'm going to say this to parents right now. And I'm not talking to the parents that don't care for their kids. So I need y'all to be clear. I'm not talking to the mothers and dads in here that don't care about the kids. You out there doing the most. You don't give a damn about them. You ain't never been around. You ain't trying either. I'm talking about the parents that are trying. You probably weren't around, but you're trying. You're trying to help raise your kids. You're trying to play that part. You may not be perfect, but you're trying. So think about this. If you and your daughter have a whole fist fight, how often will you respond to your child? Or how often would you call her? Or whenever she texts you and called you, how often would you answer her call? It takes a moment. Well, Tussie, if you say every time, then that's your answer. But sometimes when daughters and mom fist fight in the house, it takes a moment for them to heal. Because sometimes when it comes out that you and your daughter fist fighting in your house, a lot don't took place. A lot has transpired. It's my house, but it's 2 queens in the house. If I ask you to wash the dishes, you saying, fuck that. If I ask you to do this, I'm telling you to stay in. You got a baby. I'm asking you to stay home and raise your child, but you outside gang banging. It gets tough. But every mother is different. Some of you guys will talk to your daughter after y'all have fought. And I'm not judging you. But for some people, it gets tough when you have to decide on this girl or this son that just won't listen and this child that just giving me a very hard time. You have to make a decision. Am I going to keep running behind my child, my daughter, my son, or do I just take a moment to step back and just decompress? I ain't saying leave your child, but sometimes you got to step back and just take a moment to breathe. A lot is taking place. We fighting now. And listen, allegedly the fight was so bad to where her mother had to call 911. It gets rough. It gets rough. It gets rough. It gets tough, y'all. It gets tough. When mama say pack your shit and leave my house, it's getting rough. It's getting tough. Okay? It's getting rough. It's getting tough. When you got to hit your mama in the face and y'all in the goddamn kitchen tussling, y'all on the floor, y'all fighting, it's rough. But that this is the thing about the message the mom show when she sent the message. We can't tell what time the mom opened the message. We don't know if the mom opened the message and ignored it. We don't know. The mama should have answered, absolutely. But I'm hoping that, Lord knows, I hate that the distress call went unanswered. But I'm praying that lady didn't open that phone and just ignore it. I'm praying that when she say, I was driving and I didn't see it, I'm praying that that's the truth, that she was driving from Alabama to Atlanta and that she didn't see it. I will pray to God that was the issue. Lord have mercy. But Mohogany's mom is the person that was helping her with her daughter. Her sister was helping her with her daughter. Yeah, Tracy, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I'm not judging nobody. I don't want to judge this mom, and I don't want to judge Mohogany. I don't want to judge nobody, but this shit gets hard, y'all. It's a lot of y'all right now got young adult children in jail because you spoiled them. There's some adult children that are in jail because they just don't listen to. But there's some adult children in jail that because y'all spoiled these children and everything they did, you covered it up. Everything they did was right. Everything they did wasn't wrong. Everything they did. And now this child is breaking your heart because they were spoiled. You spared the rod and you spoiled that child. And now that child got to do time. And as a mother, you depressed, you hurt. Now you got to raise his or her children. And they cry every day, calling your phone, running up this jail bill. And you got to do comments. And all they had to do when they was out was just listen to you. Baby. But everybody ain't the same. It's some dads that come over there and drill their whole fist right in their son's face, right in their chest. It's some daddies that step up and say, oh, we gonna fight. Let me know when you ready. They don't spend. There's some moms that get up and let them know I will take you out. Just like it's some women and men that just put their foot down. And we don't, and then the law, when you put your foot down, the law intervenes in that. God say, if you spare the rod, you will spoil the child. So the whole state and the whole government and the court system going against the word, you can't even beat your child. You can't beat your child. You beat me, I call the law. You beat me, I will call the police on you. And I'll have you arrested. You will lose your job. You won't be able to pay your bills. Play with me. And the law and the state is training these people, these young folks, to think that way. training them to think that way. So we losing. The rod is not violence. The rod is discipline. The rod is not violence. I agree. The rod is not abuse. No, the rod is discipline. But discipline comes in different forms. Discipline comes in different forms. The government enjoys when the prison is full because they enjoy making money. The more prisons that are full, the more money that's coming through. Hitting children is a form of lazy parenting. That can definitely be an argument that can be a valid piece. But sometimes when you done spoke to these children, sometimes words ain't enough. You done fell down on your knees and your prayers and you praying and you give it to God. See, that's what a scary part. Absolutely. You got to honor thy mother and thy father. Be praying and you praying. But once you give it to God, you be mindful. Once you give that child over to God, stand back. Once you pass that child over to God, then you got to get out of the way, mama. You got to get out of the way, daddy. A lot of y'all are afraid to say, God, I'm giving this child to you. Thank you so much. So everyone, just so you guys know, the 1 hour that I had to do for the BIGO.LIVE breaking news is over. Thank you guys for staying with me and keeping the live pumped. I love you guys so much. But let's carry on. When you say I'm giving you to God, God, I give this child to you, and you step back, you are now allowing God to take precedence. And God ain't going to spare the rod. God ain't going to spare the rod. God is going to do what God got to do. So can you only imagine? Because it's still alleged that there was a fight, because we haven't seen the police report yet. It's still alleged that Mohogany fought her mom. It's still alleged that 911 was called. It's still alleged that a lot of things took place for her mom where she had to be put out. But imagine doing all that to your mom and your mom step back and say, I'm done. I'm done. God gonna take care of you. Your days are numbered. Get out my house. You gotta go. I'm washing my hands with you. It's hard for a mother to do, number one. And number two, God gonna come in and he gonna show out. He gonna step in and he gonna show out. And he's gonna make that judgment. God is gonna make that judgment. He's gonna make that judgment on what takes place with this child. And although for a mom to put her child out, fight with her child, and her child end up dead, I know this lady is, oh my God, therapy. Her heart broke. She feeling guilty. She ain't gonna be able to focus. She ain't. Not if she was a mom that everyone's portraying her to be. She won't be able to focus because she put her child out, had to call 911, and now my baby is no longer with us. The same baby that fought me, the same baby that gave me HEHELL, she ain't with me. You got to give them back. You got to pass them over. There's rumors that the mom did have the child and now she's no longer keeping the child. I don't know how true that is. There's a lot of rumors on YouTube now where they're calling Miss Gail Maddox unfit. And I don't know. I haven't looked into the mom that much. I haven't looked into who she is and what she's doing that much. But I'm definitely waiting to see the police reports on that fight with her and Mohogany and the 911 so that I can be clear, so that I can be a little bit clear on what actually took place. This is very, very sad. Very sad. As for Jessica, Jessica is the neighbor that did the interview with Ratchet TV, was it? Let's try to find that interview again. I'm going to try to find this interview for y'all. Give me 1 second. While you look at this news report and discussing this case. Hold on.
Live and on your side.
I'm going to try to find. I'm going to let you guys listen to it and you tell me what you guys think.
Breaking news.
That breaking news, these 7 people all charged with murdering a 20-year-old mother from Daphne. Someone found Mohogany Jackson's body on Monday in Birmingham after she had texted a family member that she had been kidnapped.
Ambria Chapman was at a press conference held by Birmingham police this evening. The chief not mincing his words when discussing this case.
Scott Thurman describing the murder of Mohogany Jackson as disgusting and one of the most heinous crimes that he's seen throughout his career. And not only was Jackson shot and killed, she was also sexually assaulted by multiple people. Now there are 7 people under arrest facing charges for felony and capital murder and also kidnapping. And Chief Thurman says all of the suspects were acquaintances of the victim. And not only was she tortured to death, some of these horrific acts were recorded by those suspects.
Facts of this case is deplorable and sickening. Saddest of all, they were made public by the suspect's decision to videotape portions of those horrific acts. We hope to shield Mohogany's family and friends by withholding specific facts surrounding the investigation. However, we have determined that Mohogany was the victim of sexual assault, was murdered. There's videos of some of these heinous acts taking place, and that's something that led to a pivotal piece of the investigation.
And with 7 arrests in 48 hours, Chief Scott Thurman is commending the people of Birmingham, saying that you all answered the call. And now these suspects will await their day in court. While Jackson's family prepares to lay her to rest, they'll also honor her life tomorrow night with a vigil. Reporting in Birmingham, I'm Ambria Chapman, WBRC, Fox 6 News on your side.
All right, y'all. There's a Deshaun Woods. Let me call him real quick. Deshaun was friends with Mohogany and all of them.
Into a deadly domestic dispute in Edgewater. I want to go live now to the press conference. We're expected to hear about the death of an 11-year-old boy. The school and his community is grieving. They released balloons in his honor. Let's take that live picture from
Hi, Deshaun.
headquarters. Again, we do expect that.
Hello?
Right now. Here we are.
Hey, Deshaun.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi. I know I'm supposed to have an interview with you in regards to Mohogany Jackson case, and I know that you want to be compensated, which is fine. Do you want to text me your Instagram, and are you available to have a conversation with us right now on BIGO?
Yeah, I gotta download it again, but yeah, I can talk to y'all.
All right. So I know that you are you're not with the dynamic recently, but you do know of a couple of them, right? You know a few of them, right?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you'll be able to give us a little insight on who each individual is, and then we're going to ask you some questions on what you think about all of this. Okay. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. All right. So let me know what time will you be available to come on BIGO and have a conversation with us.
I just gotta download the app again, and then I'll text you when I'm ready.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Let me ask my followers. Do y'all want me to just talk to this gentleman through the phone, or do you guys want him to come on BIGO? Can you text me your y'all want the phone? Okay, they want the phone. BIGO. Okay, let's see. Come on, BIGO phone. Oh, it's the tie. BIGO. Okay, BIGO. Oh, it's some phone and BIGO. Oh. Ask him, what do you prefer, BIGO or phone?
Ask your followers what they prefer.
They saying BIGO, phone, BIGO. Okay, so I guess we'll do BIGO. All right, so I'm live right now and I'm comfortable. So this is a good time to catch me unless you want to do it tomorrow. But I'm ready to go ahead and give you a deposit and go ahead and get this started while I'm feeling comfortable because I get a little tired quick.
Yeah, I right, trust me, I understand. I'm downloading BIGO right now.
Okay.
Again.
All righty. So this is a gentleman. His name is Shon D-Dog, y'all, and he is from Birmingham, Alabama. He knows each individual. No, he wasn't there, but he knows each individual, and he's going to give us our perspective on a perspective on each individual that was involved, or the people that he knows, and what he just thinks wholeheartedly. Again, I'm just trying to fill in some blanks for you guys and just give you guys some great content with facts and people that actually know. Is that cool with y'all?
Okay, what do you need from me as far as Instagram wise, as you were saying?
I'm on your what you call it thing. Okay, your Cash App. Just tell me what time. We can do this tomorrow if you like, but I still need your Cash App. Then we need to okay, so hold on.
We can get this right now. Trust me. I'm free. I wasn't doing nothing with just, working on yeah, I'm a man of all. So sometimes I have to be having other jobs going.
Okay. Okay.
We both can come to hoop space right now. I want you, feel, comfortable.
Absolutely. I'm very comfortable right now.
I understand. Trust me.
I'll be getting so tired.
Right now.
Okay, that's fine. We're patient. They will wait.
Until I get all the way on, do your followers have any, little questions real quick before I answer the big stuff?
Okay, do y'all have any questions for D? So let me explain to y'all who he is. He's someone that's from Birmingham, okay, Alabama. And they're definitely going to want to know, out of everyone that was involved, who do you know?
Give me 1 second.
I'll give you the names. I'll give you the rundown. Listen, how much I'm paying, you going to help me pay? If I answer that, are you gonna send me a Cash App to help me pay him? You asking how much I'm paying. Like, are you gonna help me? Are you gonna send a Cash App respectfully? B. I know you are a short cake. And I'm just saying the people that are being how much. Well, we're gonna see right now. You're just donating if you want to, but I want you guys to have conversation. You guys, this case is so big. You trying to get some money too? Well, guess what? Be whatever. Don't send me nothing, but just watch the show. Just be positive, okay? I'm not asking okay. I got my people that's gonna send him Cash Apps regardless of what. We're gonna make sure this young man taken care of, but be positive. We gonna learn, okay? Thank you. That's all.
Question. I know. Ace, which is Empressparis. I know Blair Green. I know Taser Lewis. I know Ariana.
Oh, Jesus.
I know Giovanni. Brandon. I've heard of him, but I done heard some things, and I know him who he is, and then I know Jeremiah, which they call him Kodak.
That's interesting because Blue also said she knew but the least person she knew was Brandon.
Yeah.
Do you know Blue?
Yeah, I know who Blue is.
Do you know Nuki?
Yeah, I know who Nuki is.
Okay. So this is D, you guys, okay? So D is going to give us some insight. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to treat him with respect. Again, D was not present, but he's from the area. He's from the hood. He knows these people. Even though he moved across the street a little bit, he's from around, okay?
Yeah, it wasn't just a little bit. It was a lot of it.
A lot of it. Okay. So go ahead and tell us who you are, D. Who are you? Explain who you are and what relationship you have with each individual.
Okay. I'm the type of person too where, I try to stay out of the way of most of the stuff. And actually, I can come on to your BIGO right now if you want me to.
All right, come on in then. All right, now this is my question, you guys. Y'all want him on a panel or do y'all want him in solo? Which one do y'all want? Panel or solo? He's coming in right now. So EMPRE1S. I have two. Solo, all right. Solo it is. Solo one, y'all.
I think I might have to add you again. Or no, you right here. I got you.
I'm lying. All right, when you come in, say hi, and we're gonna grab you on up.
Okay.
All right, he said he's in, so let's see. All right, we're looking for him. So please say hello to us so we can bring you up. So remember, you guys, this is not for me. So it's not for me to knock anybody or judge anybody, I promise you. Okay? It's for us to just get more substance in this story. That's it. Okay? There's Shanza, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. So again, you guys, bear with me while this takes place.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Oh, this is him. Hi, D. How are you?
I'm good.
So, D, I'm Empress Paris. I'm a broadcaster, as you see here on BIGO.LIVE. I'm easy to deal with, cool people, and I like facts. That's how we roll here. And I'm going to introduce you to the comments. There's a lot of women that support me wholeheartedly. I got some nieces, some goddaughters, some sisters, big sisters and little sisters and aunties in the room, as well as little nephews and big brothers and all of that. All right. And so this is my community.
Okay.
And sisters are here, and this is my community, and we are basically 98% positive. That
Yes, ma'am.
2% is when we got to get a little nasty, but you're in a good spot of respect. And we're going to ask you a few questions, and respectfully, if you can answer them, we will really appreciate that. And if you don't want to answer something out of respect, just tell me, I'm not comfortable, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And also, you will be compensated. So everyone, make sure y'all take care of my CA real quick. $1 Empress Paris. $1 Empress Paris. All righty. So respect. He's very respectful. Now, do you mind showing your face, D, or no?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So sometimes the ladies in here, we want to see because they want to see if you cute and handsome. They think they sleek. They be want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So welcome, D. All right.
How you doing?
Good. So the first question is, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, 28. All right. So you're older than everyone that's been arrested so far.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So were you initially born in Birmingham?
No, I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, that's interesting. Where's Tasia originally from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Isn't that interesting? Did you know her back in her Ohio days?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How ironic. Tell us a little bit about Tasia in Ohio.
Uh, uh, she was pretty much the same way. The same way. The same way. And it didn't really start getting, bad until she came down to Birmingham and it started getting even worse.
Okay. So D, explain to me what's the same way.
Pretty much basically like attitude, setup vibes, all that. Like it came to all that.
So as a young
Yeah.
woman in Ohio, Tasia like to set people up.
From mutual associates that we both know, like both parties, they done told me, showed me videos of her fighting people up there too. And yeah, Tasia Lewis, yeah. And it got even crazier once she got down there to Birmingham. It got even crazier. It got more wild, more extreme. She got a taste of like the real hood life. So I mean, she was already in that type of environment, but since she got down there, it was like, she did a 0 to 100 even more. So it's like it boosted, and it didn't stop. It didn't stop there.
Hmm. It didn't stop there. Can you name an instance where you've heard or that you're aware of Tasia setting somebody up and calling and getting somebody like cause harm to?
Um, I can't recall on hand, but um, maybe about 3, maybe 2 years ago, it was an instance where she was supposed to set up this girl, and apparently it kind of backfired, and yeah, it kind of didn't go as planned. So they had to regroup and recuperate.
What?
Yeah,
So when you say regroup group and recuperate, do you mean as though like they came, but that girl brought her cavalry, like it was a war?
yeah, 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 yeah. It is, and then I didn't got called. I didn't. Me on one hand, I didn't got called into some things that you know didn't have nothing to do with me, but because I seen her as a friend, as a like type of sister, it was like, okay, I got you. I'm your homie. I'm coming,
Mm,
and I didn't came into situations to where that I didn't need to be in.
mm.
And once I really started getting my mindset corrected, I said I can't do this no more. Like y'all ain't having no motion, y'all not doing nothing with yourselves, and I separated myself. So I can count on a hand. Is like me and a couple other people. We separated ourselves and been separated ourselves so that we can continue on with our lives, so we can have a longer life expectancy.
Okay, so the person that's saying hi to you, hi to D, is my sister. This is the person that reached out to you that have you here today. So that is the young lady, right? That's my sis. She goes out and get them, and she brings them home and brings them right here on the panel for us to talk to. So everyone gives a shout out to Prezi. Prezi's in the comments. Prezi's the
Yeah, I
one that
definitely seen her.
knocked
She is
on.
a beautiful woman. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman.
All right. So what we've learned today, you guys, remember what I told you guys early about that high turnover at a job when a job has a high turnover rate? And I said that it seems as though when people get around Tasia, it's a high turnover because this person being here for 3 months, all these people are new. This is a good example right here. Shon, D just told us I was rolling, and every time I was rolling, I was pulled into some stuff I ain't had nothing to do with. And I noticed there wasn't no motion, it wasn't nothing happening, and I left Tasia. He quit the job. He resigned. This didn't work for me. This is a good example of a high turnover rate. This lady didn't keep a lot of friends and associates because it was always something poisoning going on. It was always something jumping off. It was always some beef with another set. Always a setup, always a fight, always taken. There's a gun press. It's always something. And this man, like at 26, 27, it's time for me to get my life together. I told you guys earlier, some people don't change. This group wasn't ready to change and grow. This group was still turning up. And it went from petty crimes like setting up, fighting, burglary, shooting to now somebody has been beaten, raped, and gunned down. All right, I have another question, Shon. How did Tasia take it when you said it's time for me to back up? Did you text her when it was time for you to back up? Did you call her? Or did you have a fight or a falling out?
No, see me, me, I'm very respectful. I'm very, I'm a God fearing man. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit in here and fake like, I wasn't, with them when they was doing some of the things. I'm not gonna say I'm innocent because nobody is innocent. But I have a conscience of, in my own mind that it was time to walk away.
Mm.
And when I did, it was, oh, they shine not part of the street life, they shine not part of this. No. It took for people to tell her and let her know they shine more hood than some of y'all, but he knows when to walk away. He knows when to be smart and when not to be dumb. I got things going for myself now. See, so it's like, you know, I'm looking at myself like I'm free and y'all in there. So who really won? And that's all I can say.
Okay, so let me just be clear, you guys. This is Mr. Deshaun. Deshaun was not present the night of the fight. He was not present the night of the rape or the murder. He was not present. This is a young man that used to roll with a few of these people in this group. He used to roll with them. At some point, he was done with the foolery, the shenanigans, the tomfoolery, and he chose to opt out. It's time for me to grow up, stand on my own 2 feet, and keep it moving and get away from these poisonous, treacherous people.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So, no, he was not present. Okay? Okay. Now, but he was somebody that was into it. He's not saying he's innocent. If Tasia said it was going down, he was right there. So, Shanza, would you say that Tasia is the ringleader of this group?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
She has that type of control over men and women?
Um, as I can say it, like I said on another platform, if she sees you as a good, wholehearted person, she would try to use your gullibleness to drag you in. And once you dragged in, it's either you do this for me, or I'm gonna tell somebody such and such you did this, or such and such you said something about them, or that's how it goes. But me personally, I didn't care. You can tell who you want to tell. That's still not gonna change the fact that I'm not finna do this.
Oh, so she would get with you, gossip about some, and then weaponize pillow talk. If you didn't move how she wanted you to move, she would threaten you with things that she knew in order to start another beef with somebody else. Oh, she didn't play.
No, not at all.
All right, so everybody want to know Blue because they keep saying Blue, Blue, Blue. Do you know Blue?
Yeah, I know who Blue is.
Okay. How would you describe Blue at just character wise?
Blue is a good person at heart. It's just sometimes she put her she put her foot in her own mouth when she need to shut up. And she sometimes, you know, put herself into situations to where that she don't need to be in. Like she real, like she a step for you. Don't get me wrong, blue loyalty go a long way. But sometimes she just do too much.
Okay.
But on one hand, she can be a good friend, but on the other, sometimes she need to just chill.
All right. With that being said, would you describe Blue as someone that was sneaky?
At times, yes, she could be.
Would you define Blue as someone that didn't tell the truth?
Yeah.
Would you define Blue as being somebody that will shoot?
Yes.
Would you find Blue as somebody that will watch someone being gang raped and don't do a thing?
No. Nah. Blue definitely Blue wouldn't have, if, like I told people, if me or a couple other people was there, we definitely would have stopped it, but our lives would have been in danger because we wouldn't have been going along with the plan. Now I can't say that Blue, like I said, her loyalty goes a long way. So if she was there, they would have probably killed her too.
Oh, Jesus. From trying to intervene.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
In your heart, Shon, oh my God. Do you feel as though Blue set this up?
No.
Can you explain to these people why you don't feel that Blue set this up?
Blue is many things, but she was never the type to, set somebody up. If Blue wanted you, I'm not gonna lie, Blue would come get you. She was scary at times, but she wasn't scary as in she wouldn't come to you and pull the trigger. No, she was scary as in she don't want to deal with the police. So she'd try to do her stuff, like I said, sneaky, going around behind your back, cutting curves. She wouldn't go heads up like a crash dummy like these people was. But nah, Blue, she not like that. Blue is the type of person to where, like I said, she'll come looking for you. She would come straight for it. She'll let you know, like, hey, I'm about to do this. Which is why somebody in the comments said, makes sense why she turned herself in. It's true. Blue would let it be known that, she did it. She not about to hide behind no phone or none of that. No, she will come. So I can say that.
Okay. D, did you hear about the infamous alleged three-way call?
I heard about it, but I don't know, no part about it, no what happened about it, but I have heard about it.
What did you hear about? What did you hear about the three-way call?
Um, what I heard about it was her and Mahogany was talking, and Ariana was supposed to be on the phone, but later on after that, it's somewhere another. I guess Ariana was supposed to hang up, and she was, they thought she hung up, but she was still on the phone. So when it all boils down to it, to me, this was never about Blue. I don't know why everybody keep, trying to put her in it. This was never about her.
Right. That's
This
my
is this.
understanding. It was never about Blue. They're trying to paint a narrative that it was a three-way call that got Mahogany hurt. But when we look at all of the, well, then again, I can't say the witness statements because the witnesses are these people that actually hurt this girl. But from what we're understanding, based on a video I saw, when I saw Tasia punching Mahogany, I hear Tasia saying, I stole the gun. I stole the gun, B. I stole the gun. And then I was confused. What gun? Then it comes out when DA Dan Carr and the hearings that there was a gun that was stolen from Mahogany's purse. And this all initiated over a stolen gun out of a purse.
Hmm. It was about a gun. It was about a gun. To answer y'all questions in the chat, I'm gonna get right back to that. I'm sorry, Miss Emperor,
No, you're
but
fine. We're glad you're here. Go ahead, respectfully. I'm going to get a charger
um,
while you talk. I'm listening.
about the the situation about the gun, y'all chat. The reason why I hear about it is because one of the main people that got away. So everybody hit me, because they wanted me gone. I woke up after Mahogany's death, and I got a calls, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Um, and I'm far. I'm nowhere near Alabama, so I'm getting calls 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Mahogany dead. They just killed Mahogany, and I can only, I didn't know until that next morning. I think it was the next morning or the morning after I seen the video and picture of Tasia getting arrested, and I said, I should have known.
Mm.
Should have known. I should have known. And it was, other people that was, talking to me. I'm not going to disclose their names because, that's they personal, but other people told me the same thing. They kind of knew she had something to do with it. And lo and behold, she did.
Um, did you see any of the videos?
Um, yes. And it was hard because it was like people got to understand that girl weighed, buck 15, probably less than that. And then it's like you can tell that girl was high, drunk out of her mind. She looked like she was having a good. She looked like before probably she was having a good time until all of that started at the beginning. So it's like y'all beat, a defenseless woman. She couldn't defend herself. She balled up in the corner. She couldn't do nothing. She's high, drunk out of her mind. So it's like it took, you Ariana to hit her, and then it took you Sanaya to hit her again, and you weigh about 280 something, and you weigh almost me, but mine is more muscle than the fat, and it's just you're bigger than her. So why are you even? Come on, man. So it's like, and then to think about it, like I have a little girl, so it's like now I want to protect her even more because it's women out here that are actually hate on another woman like that. So that's why I say this, me personally, this was jealousy.
Mm.
This whole thing was jealousy. That girl had motion. She was getting her life together, had things going for herself, and y'all just killed her for no reason. She was a baby. She was a baby with a baby.
Mm.
So I don't feel no remorse for none of them up there. I don't. I don't.
Can you tell me how many kids did Tasia have?
Tasia has. She had four. One passed. Um, she has three more. So yeah, four in all. Um, passed.
Hmm. Now, how many kids does Sanaya have?
Sanaya, she just came into the picture not too long ago, but I believe she has one child.
Giovanni,
Giovanni, I think Giovanni got one child too.
Blair,
Blair has a Blair has a little girl.
Ariana,
Ariana, I can't remember. I think she has one child. One or two. I can't remember.
you don't even know him. How about Ace?
Mm. Ace daughter, he has a little girl, which was like my little niece. So yeah,
And Mahogany.
Mahogany had a little beautiful little girl.
All right. Tell me how long you've known Mahogany and describe her character, please.
Mahogany, I've known Mahogany. It's been going on 3 years. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to bash her and nothing like that. She did do some things, but at the same time, what people have to understand is she's 20 years old. She's still figuring out life. So I'm not gonna sit here and say she was a bad person. She did no, she was not really a bad person unless you did something to her. But when she was fine, she was a vibe. She was definitely a vibe. You know, if she had money, buy you food, whatever, anything. That's why she was a great friend, a wonderful friend. And if you ain't had no money, here you go. Here go you some money. Go do something. So her vibe was strong. Like when she came around, she definitely was a vibe. She definitely was a vibe. She was a cool person at heart. When she wasn't like around people like them, she was a vibe. She was cool.
Hmm. Explain, if you know any information, explain her relationship with her mother.
Her and Miss Gail, I don't know too much about that because I never really tried to dig that deep into it. I try to stay out of when it comes to like family business. I try to stay from it because you insert yourself in family business, it can get risky for you. But as far as what she used to tell people, sometimes her mom was bad, sometimes her mom was good. But for the most part, Miss Gail was a great mother to her. I would have
Mm,
loved to have Miss Gail, as a mother. Do anything for them kids.
mm.
Yes, sometimes, she got on Mahogany about stuff. Maybe she did kick her out, maybe she didn't. I don't know. But at the same time, if she did, that's none of our business because that's her child. And she doing what any parent would do. She's showing you love. That's tough love. That's tough love. So people gotta respect it.
Okay. At any point, Shon, did you ever hang out with Mahogany?
Yes, I did. I did hang out with Mahogany. I hung out with Mahogany a couple times. Like I said, she was cool. She had a nice vibe to her. My bad. Yes, I am growing. Bye. Um, my bad. My grandma talking about
That's okay.
I'm getting taller. Um,
Hey, Grandma.
but yeah, I hung out with her. And like I said, every chance I got to hang out with her, she was she was cool. She was a vibe. She was a vibe. I mean, I had an instance where she got mad about something, but you know, after that was over with, she was fine. She was fine. Acted normal again, all that. So, she was cool. She was definitely cool.
Can you, if you have any information, can you give us her relationship with Blue?
Um, her, her and Blue is, to my knowledge, they did mess around for like a little period. And then they stopped, and then they just became, you know, kind of cool as friends. Like they exchange information on stuff, and everything like that. Like say if something came about Blue or something like that, Mahogany will let her know. Like Mahogany will let anybody know if somebody talking about them. Like period though.
Okay, she was one of those. All right, so you are vouching that at some point Blue and Hogany had some type of fling.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Did Blue have a fling with anybody else here?
No. As far as I know, no.
Okay.
It was saying that it was one with Tasia, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. Now, was Tasia dating anybody here, including Ariana? Y'all don't see Ariana here because I don't have that photo up. Was Tasia dating anybody?
She wasn't dating anybody up there, but I can say this: she had relations with somebody up there. I'm just not gonna point it out, but yeah, yes, ma'am.
We're gonna assume that it was Francis and Ariana.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. One, two, three, four, fifth. Okay. Now, was Sanaya living with Tasia when this took place?
To my knowledge, yes, ma'am.
And was Sanaya dating Blair?
To my knowledge, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you explain to us who a Darius is?
Uh, no, I don't know who that is.
Did you hear about him? Has his name come up?
It came up once, but I didn't think anything of to it. I let it fly past over my head because I don't know who you are, so I'm not about to worry about you.
So allegedly, he's a young man that allegedly reached out to Tasia during the ordeal and gave verbal information on where Mahogany should be laid to rest. And after that conversation, allegedly, he dialed 911 and allegedly led police to Mahogany's body.
Um, if he did, I mean, if he did, that's a good Samaritan. That's a good-hearted person because, like I said, if he was somebody who, we hung around, I probably have seen him, but I don't remember that name. But it just takes one. It just takes one. If he probably wouldn't never said nothing, the case would have been thrown out, and everybody probably would have been let go.
Ooh,
So
thank you, Jesus.
yeah.
How many people sent you videos of some of these heinous crimes?
um, by me knowing them, I got the video, with her and Ariana. I got the video of, you know, her outside naked. Um, and them the only two that I've ever seen. If anybody else was talking about sending me anything, I didn't want to see it. I didn't.
So my question is, do you know of anyone getting a FaceTime call when this was actually happening?
No, that's actually the first time I'm hearing that.
So allegedly, there are some people like as they are videoing. Allegedly, they called maybe one or two people on FaceTime, and allegedly there are people that saw that they were beating her and doing all these weird things to her in real time, and no one acted on it. Allegedly.
That I can believe. Um, they like the glow, mainly in particular one being Tasia Lewis.
She likes to what?
Um,
Glow.
she likes to glow. Yeah. Say if y'all fight, she might beat you up or she might, lose or whatever. You know, she gonna glow. She gonna rub it in your face. She like the trash talk back and forth. She'll go back and forth with you. So it's like I can believe it, but my thing is that's whoever they FaceTime. I mean, they gonna come get you because you technically are an accessory. So it's like y'all could have said something. Y'all could have did something.
Shanza, there's a lot of graphic details that Detective Dan Carr put out in a form of a report after the March 13th hearing. And the details are so graphic. A lot of us found out that not only did these gentlemen rape her, but she was also forced to put her mouth on the girls. And they held her head down. They held her head down and beat her if she wasn't doing a good job. And not only that, they told her to hurry up at some point because there are other people in line. Well, how does that make you feel?
Um,
Jesus.
um, like I said, it sends me into a rage mode because it's like I have a daughter. So it's like this could have been her. You know, this makes me want to protect her even more. And it's like, y'all have kids. Y'all all
Mhm.
have kids. Especially y'all, y'all two at the bottom, y'all have girls. Y'all have little girls. So it's like, y'all not looking at theirs, and I tell them today, what if this was y'all daughter in the future? What if this was your sister, cousin, mother, auntie?
And Shon, it didn't stop. Like, one thing, y'all slapping her one minute, everybody punching. Then when did the heinous start? Like, okay, we gonna beat her up, but why strip her down and hurt her? And that, like, I don't. That's the part I don't understand. I see the, okay, y'all fighting, and then she by herself. Shon, the girl died alone and lonely, by herself. Everybody in that house was against her.
It's and it all goes back to what I said before. It was jealousy, and they wanted to embarrass her. But my thing is,
Yep.
This was more than just jealousy or an embarrassment for real. This was a hate.
This was a hate. This was a hate. This is demonic. It's almost like a ritual. Like, it was evil. It was so much evil in that room. And I have another question for you. Did you hear any rumors about Francis Harris's dad being present?
I did, but I can account that that wasn't his dad. That was Brandon Pope. I know, like I said, I know most of them pretty well. That wasn't his dad.
So,
That was Brandon.
so that was Brandon Pope, and Brandon Pope wear hats.
Yes.
Oh, he wears hats.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Do you believe, when you hear the rumors that there was a gun in Mahogany's purse, do you believe that rumor that someone took it out?
Yes.
Do you believe that Mahogany took the gun from another person's name?
No.
Was his name West? I've been researching.
I've heard. I've heard it was, but to my knowledge, I don't know.
Okay,
I can hear a lot of things, but I really don't know.
good. And I don't
Cause
want to
all,
put you out
all
there like that. But how
yeah,
I am, I read everything, I listen to everything, I connect the dots, then I come out with my whole, some thesis, hypothesis, however you want to put my educated guess. But if it makes
I
sense
can't
to me,
I can't say this, Miss Empress, and this goes for anybody. You are close. Let me put it like that.
thank you.
You are close.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So what I pieced together is, although the gun was taken allegedly from West, Francis had something to do with that gun as well, because allegedly Francis owned the gun prior to West having the gun. Allegedly.
You close. Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Okay, I'll take close. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same gun that Francis took from Tasia's brother, but there was a gun allegedly taken from Tasia's brother by Francis, and they had a slight falling out.
um. Yeah. Actually, I was there that night when that gun was taken. So, it's not allegedly. Information came across my desk. Um, that was new for me, and somebody told the truth about it. And yes, Francis Harris did take that gun.
So let the record show Shon was there, present that night, when allegedly Francis Harris took a gun from Tasia's brother, and Tasia and Francis basically fell out for a bit. So this is another question I have, Shanza, because I also hear that there's a case that Tasia has with Francis and Blue, and that due to Francis and Tasia having a little tiff in their relationship, Tasia has been turning state evidence and snitching and flipping a lot of stuff on Francis. There's some paperwork that she's in.
Yes, yes, yes. I've seen the paperwork. I've read the paperwork.
Mm.
It's her and another individual in there who is trying to put everything on Francis Harris.
I have another question. Is it Blue in the paperwork that's snitching?
No.
Let the record show Shanza saw the paperwork and Blue is not in the paperwork snitching. It is Tasia and another unknown individual that I will find out who it is. Okay. Do you believe that Tasia stole the gun from Mahogany's purse that said day on February the 24th or 25th?
Tasia never steals anything. She'll get somebody else to do it, but if she did take anything, no, she took it willingly and probably put it somewhere. So she didn't steal nothing. If anything, she took it and just hid it somewhere.
But she's capable.
Yes, ma'am.
There's some said money that went along with that gun as well.
Yes, I've heard. And my thing is, $1,000. That's come on now. I can see if we was talking about 5 or 10 bands, but $1,000. That's like nothing. That's like somebody said in your chat. IG fit the K, fit the K. Yeah, that's chump change.
All right, stop for a second, Shanza. Everybody in here that's watching, thank you, Leona. Can you guys please help me get to 10K, please? Today, I brought Deshaun to the platform. Deshaun is someone that hung out for quite a few years with several of these individuals. Deshaun is bringing us exclusive information. He's validated some of my theories. I would really appreciate if you guys at least get me to 10K, or Deshaun and I can take a break and we can do this another day. My job as a content creator is to bring you content. I find these individuals with the help of Prezi. I compensate Shanza, and it's only fair that you guys compensate me. You can do this in the form of Bigo, or you can do it in the form of a CA. My CA is $1 EmpressParis. Please help me get to 10K, or please send me a CA. He will be compensated for the job he's doing here today with us. He's very confident. He has a good head on his shoulder. He's being very respectful. And my job is to ask the right questions so that you can help me piece this case together. I am working very hard. Okay? Prezi is working very hard for me behind the scenes. And there's a whole lot of other two sippers that I haven't even called their names. Thank you. Behind the scene that's helping us bring this case today. And we're getting some facts and a more clear understanding on what could have happened, and also the character of each individual. Shon is taking his day out, even though he's hanging out with his grandmother today, to talk to us and give us a full character. He's our character witness today on these individuals' character. So please help me be great, okay, as I give you guys a great informative conversation in the form of an interview with none other than Deshaun, okay? Thank you guys so very much. Thank you so very much. Let's get the 10K while Deshaun relaxes. Deshaun, if you want to take a drink right now, they're going to help me get to close to 10K. We just on a quick little break. Also, you guys, $1 Empress Paris. We're going to take a little reset, a little break for a second so you guys can understand the magnitude of what's taking place here. And then I'm going to bring you the exclusive. And that's going to always be. I just need you guys to give me a little support. Please. Thank you so much, Mango. Thank you so much, Miss Pooh. Thank you so much, Going Postal. Thank you so much, Smokey. New Jersey Dove, Melanin Magic, Janet, Miss Lady, Boney Traxton in the building, Miss King Teddy, Gorgeous Baby. Yup, Joe, Blessings, Birdie, me, myself, and I love you forever. Sparkling, Sweetie KS, Miss Pooh, Saucy Low, Me G, Miss Z, our Queen Emily, Demon Slayer, my girl, Leona, Miss Rose, Lady Red, Big Shan in the building, Carlito Maple, Mimi, every bean counts is personal. Mohogany, Taj, Chocolate, Above Me Rule, Keeping Up with Lady J, Pure, and Superfly. Thank you all, every bean counts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys for the cash apps. Thank you guys for turning up. Rasta Mango, Sweet Cakes, Sugar Love, and the rest of you guys. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, and thank you. Again, you guys, we are now having a conversation with Shon. Deshaun. Deshaun is from Ohio, moved over to Birmingham, and Deshaun has done deeds with the ringleader that he has now called out the ringleader, Tasia Lewis. Not that day on February the 24th and 25th. No, he was not present. But in the past, he ran with this crew. He ran with this clique, and he knows each and every one of these people personally. Not only that, Deshaun has verified that in his day and the way that he knows Blue, Blue is not someone that'll set you up, and really feels in his heart if Blue was there present at this said incident, Blue would probably be killed that day because Blue would have stepped in and stopped it. Also, he just also advised us that there is a case open with Tasia, Francis, and Blue, and the person that's snitching and turning state evidence in the paperwork is Tasia and another unknown person, and they're turning state evidence on Francis Harris, and we're only assuming that because at some point Francis Harris did steal a gun from Tasia's brother, and they had a little tip and a rift. And also in the said paperwork, Blue is not presented to be the person that's snitching. Shanza also said Blue is loyal, but to a degree, Blue will talk too much sometimes and will talk herself in a hole. Sean also said he does not feel as though Blue had anything to do with the incident that took place, and that there was a gun that was involved that allegedly was missing from another person from another set, and also allegedly Francis Harris had something to do with the gun prior to. Somehow it got into Mahogany's hands, and once Mahogany went over to Serenity Apartments that day to hang out with the crew, at some point Tasia may have taken the gun, and that's what caused this ripple effect from her taking the gun from Jeremy, from her making Brandon allegedly strip, from Brandon allegedly calling an action to say, take this bitch out, and from everything that took place after that to happen. Everyone, please welcome Shanza, and please help him get the 10K, and let's go. Okay? All right, Sean. Did I sum that up pretty good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, Sean, now tell me about Jeremy. Is Jeremy crippled?
Yeah, Jeremy is from what I've been told, he's actually supposed to be in a wheelchair.
He was shot. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what I got. Okay. Do you feel as though that Jeremy was dating Mahogany?
To what people have told me, yes. He was supposed to be dating Mahogany.
All right, $1 Empress Paris, you guys. $1 and then spell out my whole name. EMPRESS. $1. Okay. All right. So let the record be known. Allegedly, as I said, Jeremy, what I heard, was shot in the past and was a cripple. And not only that, may be in a wheelchair. So Tasia does have four children, and one of her children did pass away. Sanaya has a daughter. Giovanni may or may not have a daughter. Francis has a daughter. Not really. This guy was new in the crew. Jeremiah. And Blair Green has a daughter. Now, was Brandon Pope and Blair Green roommates? Did they live together?
Um, that I don't know. As far as I knew, um, Blair stayed with his folks. So it,
Was Ariana cousins with Tasia, or was it Giovanni that's Tasia's cousin?
Giovanni is Tasia's cousin. Ariana was dating Tasia at one point in time.
All right. So Ariana was dating Tasia, and do you agree that Tasia was also messing around with Francis?
Yes.
Thank you. Was Tasia also messing around with a police officer?
Yes.
Do you feel at times that police officer would allow Tasia to get away with things, or no?
Um, that I don't know. Because like I said, I had left before. One when I heard about that situation that was going on, I didn't want no part of it.
Hmm.
I didn't want no part of it, and that's really when I started to slip away because you doing that, I'm good.
So
I'm
you're
good.
saying
And
the fact that you guys are so close and you guys are used to do your dirty work, you feel as though Tasia was dating an op.
pretty much, pretty much. And that's to the point where I said, I had to say, I'm good. I'm good. Cause like we didn't, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm innocent. Like we didn't do things. Everybody make mistakes, but we grow from them. But when it got to the point of you moving funny, and then I'm hearing you dating a police officer, and then I come over and you know I see it, I can't do it no more. I'm good.
Jesus. Was this police officer married?
That I don't know. Like I said, I didn't dive
Okay.
deep into it
Yeah,
at all.
okay. All right.
I left.
If Jeremy is in a wheelchair, do you think Jeremy played a part in the rape of Mahogany?
I don't know him that well, but like I can say this: if any man was there, um, they probably played a part in it. But I don't think he willingly played a part in it. I don't think he willingly played a part in it at all. If he
Okay.
did have to do something, he was forced to.
That's deep. I assume with him being 18 and wanting to be around, he wanted to be present. I'm only assuming this. And then allegedly he's dating Mahogany. I did assume that they forced him to do things. But this is also how I feel. When I first saw him go live, he was smiling. But at that time, it was just an argument with Ariana and Mahogany. It was just two girls arguing as if,
Right.
like, in my mind, I didn't think this is about to be stripped naked. I don't think she about to be put in handcuffs. I don't think she about to be raped. It just looked like two girls was fighting. It was going down, and he was gonna record it. And then it seems like it just started turning into something very heinous.
Yes, ma'am. That's what it looked like when I first seen it. It just looked like, okay, they about to fight. I said, okay, you know, cool. What everybody talking about then? And then that's when I seen other video of her naked outside, and then I said, oh no, this. And sorry, excuse me for my language. I apologize. I said this shit is getting real.
Mm.
Like she's naked outside. This shit got real. Like it turned from y'all fighting her to y'all really fighting her outside, and somebody in the background saying put her in the trunk, like pop the trunk. So this all of this right here in this video, everything, and I then told everybody I didn't talk to, this is premeditated. Y'all already knew what y'all was gonna do from the beginning.
Hmm. I'm listening. You saying it was a
So
premeditated party?
yeah, I believe this is premeditated.
Now, can you tell me, was there any drugs involved with this little group? Not just lean, but some form of drugs. Like, did anyone do any other drugs outside of alcohol or anything like that? Or marijuana?
Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yeah, don't smoke. Smoke like this. Go to the side.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Queens. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
But
yeah.
yes, I believe definitely drugs played a big part. Cause like I said, Mahogany looked like, she been drinking. And, to me, I know they smoke weed and they drink bar juices. A bar juice is nothing but, THC liquid mixed with, lean and other things. So yeah, it's like, you know, yes, I believe it played a major part. It played a major part. But I believe even if they was sober, because like I said, most of them know how to handle their liquor and everything. So it's like that is still no excuse. It's no excuse. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all always still in the right mind frame of y'all could have stopped it.
Mm.
Y'all could have grew.
And it didn't stop. It's like they never took a break. They found something else to do. We gonna beat her, that ain't enough. We gonna kick her, that ain't enough. We gonna strip her nude, no, that ain't enough. I'm gonna spit on her, no, drag outside naked, no, that ain't enough. We gonna make her put her mouth on all of us. We gonna stick things, that ain't enough though. Let's put in the trunk, that ain't enough. Let's drag her to, it just, nothing was enough. It just never was enough.
No, yeah, yes, ma'am. You're right. It wasn't. It just didn't. It wasn't enough.
Okay,
It
I have
wasn't.
a question. Do you consider this to be a game?
I wouldn't call what we had a gang. I would call it a. I would call it a. You know, I would call it a BMF.
And
That's what I call it. I call it.
can you
I call
please
it a
tell
mini.
me what does BMF stands for you?
I call it a mini black mafia family.
Okay. Did you have something called BMG?
No, I wasn't in that.
Okay. Have you ever heard of BMG?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell me what does BMG stand for?
I cannot. I cannot speak on that to my occasion.
Okay. Okay.
Just just out of the respect of fellow people, and just out of you know the safety for myself, I can't speak on that. That's street code.
Okay. Well, I won't mention it, although I've done a little research, but I won't mention it either.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
next question. Um, were you aware of the group chats?
I wasn't aware of it. Um, I wasn't aware of it. It just came about my knowledge when the case started to come out even more.
Have people been sending out screenshots from that group chat?
As far as I know, yes. I've heard people have been, sending out screenshots. and it's like it's a couple people I've heard that came out in the group chat, and I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna
More
sit here
green,
and fake. I'm not gonna
more
sit here and
yellow.
fake. I'm not gonna sit here and fake like I you know I didn't know some of the people or some of the messages I didn't seen. I know some of them. I know some of the messages I didn't seen. I don't know who from. I know where they from. So it's like, I'm not surprised that they had sneaky little group chats. I'm not surprised.
In any of those group chats, is there some information that can defame somebody or can really be used against some people?
Yes, 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 definitely, um, definitely,
Do you feel as though you'll be called in for a character witness?
maybe,
Are,
possibly.
are you ready for that?
No, I'm not even gonna sit here and say yes. No, I'm not, because if I am called, I'm not gonna know how to look at none of them. I'm not, because it's like I'm gonna look at y'all. We were friends. We was like a family. We didn't we did stuff, but we didn't take it never this far. So it's like y'all took it too far. Y'all did, and this time enough is enough.
Mm. And this is coming from someone that played his part with this little group in the past. He left them time ago before this even took effect. But when you hear someone that used to shake and bake with that was loving the crew say something like this, enough is enough, then enough is enough. So everyone that's just coming in, this is Deshaun. Deshaun is from Birmingham. And before he made it to Birmingham, he did know Tasia back in Ohio, and he knows these individuals. He's hung around with them. He's worked his set with them. He's done some ins and outs, if you know what I mean, with them. And not only that, he was present the day that Francis stole the gun from Tasia Lewis's brother. He even has seen the paperwork where Tasia is snitching on Francis and trying to turn state and put everything that happened that day on Francis. So he knows these individuals. He's not an informant. He's just giving his side on he's just giving character. He can't be an
Hey, trust
informant
me.
because he
Yeah,
wasn't present. He wasn't there
I
at
can
the
speak.
murder when they beat her, he wasn't there. So he's bearing witness to their character.
I can speak on that. For all y'all in the chat, just know I don't like the police. I don't. I stay away from them. Even when I'm driving, I see a police officer, I'm running to the other side. I'm sorry. I don't like the police. Police scare me. I've been a little, did a little time in jail, and like I tell people, I don't understand how people want to go back to jail. It's not fun. You're away. You're not doing nothing. You sitting in the four walls all day, having to listen to when somebody tell you when to shower, when to piss, when to use the bathroom, all that rec time. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. I like my freedom. I like touching the free grass and being able to travel far and visit new places. You can't do that in jail.
He didn't run to the 911 folks. He didn't run to the cops, you guys. It just so happened that Prezi ran into him and brought him over to us today. So it's a difference. He's having a conversation with me, okay, to enlighten you guys, to inform you guys on some things that we probably have gray areas of. Because we're all trying to get to know each one of these individuals. We're trying to all trying to come more familiar. And even though I know what my discernment is telling me, it's okay to find a person from the blast of the past in order for that person to enlighten us. But what you guys will not do is gaslight the person that I'm having a conversation with. Although I respect your opinions, I will not respect you disrespecting the person that I'm having a conversation with, and I will not respect you gaslighting him. He's been very respectful. He's had a clean, clear conversation with us. He's level headed, and you got to remember to come here and talk to me is a lot based on code alone. And that's why I got to be careful with the questions I ask him. And that's why he got to be careful with the way he answers me. So if you got something negative to say, shut up and don't say nothing. And if this is too much for you, you can exit the building. Okay? I'm trying to bring content you guys' way. You go to rooms every day where they cussing at each other, talking about this, killing each other, that, shooting, talking about everybody, that. I'm trying to bring you some content, and you trying to ruin that. Y'all just ruin every damn thing. You ain't happy with nothing. Now, let's re-welcome Shonza. And stop trying to ruin a moment that we work hard to make happen for y'all ass on BIGO.
It's just Shon, Miss Empress.
Shit, Shon. Okay. So stop trying to ruin something, y'all, that I'm working hard to make happen for y'all. Y'all already done let that little ugly girl CNN try to tear up my interview with Blue. Everything that I'm building, there's people around here trying to take it down. Don't do that to me in my room. When I do it different. Y'all already know when I bring it, I'm going to bring it different. People will watch me and do as I do. So don't mess up this for me. Okay. Thank you, Shon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hold on. Right. Use this as a moment of education. Right. They be in the comments doing the most. Like, stop. Enjoy. All right. So, Shon, thank you again. I'm sorry for that. Sometimes you have to gather the babies up a little bit, but we back on the respect now. Okay. Are you comfortable? Is everything okay with you right now?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, can you explain your relationship with Blue to me?
Um, Blue, she cool. She a good friend. Um, like I said, she loyal to the T when she loyal to you. She'll do anything for you. Sometimes we done fell out, got back to, being friends. But on another part, I ain't got no beef with her. I don't. For what? And most of the times when we had beef, it was because of Tasia. Tasia tell her or she'll tell me something. So, but for the most part, it ain't no beef between us.
So, Tasia, most of your beef with Blue, these are your words. Most of the beef you had with Blue was because of Tasia.
Yes, ma'am.
So Tasia was igniting a lot of negativity with you. Who
Yes,
else
ma'am.
would you say you had beef with here because of Tasia? Who else?
Francis Harris.
You had beef with Francis also because of Tasia?
It wasn't a so-called beef. It was just, uh, it was like a misunderstanding. But the way me and him, we talked it out as men. And when it came down to the point of we figured it out, the common denominator was Miss Lewis.
So this is a question I gotta ask you. That night when they did all of that, the Mahogany, Francis still don't know that Tasia is turning state and snitching on him about that other case she got with Blue. Do you think he's aware of that?
No.
And all this time, he in there fighting with fighting for Tasia. Whatever Tasia do, he does it. When Tasia says stand up, he stands up. And all this time, Tasia is turning state evidence and blaming that shooting incident on Francis, and he doesn't even know it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's
No.
about to do life.
Yes, ma'am.
That's deep. That is sad to be the last person to know. Remember, guys, I told y'all, I've always vouched for this one here. She's the ringleader. This girl snitching on this boy. He don't even know it. Everything she do, he does. Every time there's majority of the time when there's an issue with this group, this girl has caused it. She caused friction between Shon and Francis, and she even caused friction between Shon and Blue. And because they are level-headed individuals, they had to talk amongst each other and find out that Tasia is always instigating. And you know when somebody instigating a lot of stuff, Sean, that means she's hiding something. She's trying to set you up, to set him up, to set Blue up, so y'all don't come together and figure out what she's really, really doing.
That's pretty much summed it up.
What do you know about Giovanni? Was Giovanni dating Brandon? Oh, he has a phone call.
She just recently came into the picture too. Like I said, if you exit out Giovanni, Brandon, and Jeremiah, if you exit them three from that photo, the other four plus a couple more of us, we all used to hang around each other. So I don't know when those three came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when they came in, like I said, I know of them, especially Jeremiah. Um, but when they came in, everybody just everybody just turned another cheek.
Okay. So Jeremiah, even though he's 18, crippled, and supposedly in a handicap in a wheelchair, he just came around the fold. Giovanni just came around the fold. Brandon Pope just came around the fold. But Keisha, Sanaya just saying too. She just been here for 3 months, right?
Yeah, she been here for about 3-4 months. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, Francis has been around for a while. Blair been around. Then you have Ariana.
Yeah, she been around for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting dynamic. Okay. Now, for the record, because I want everyone to hear this, do you think Blue had anything to do with this whole entire?
No.
Do you think Blue would have stood by and watched them as they tried to harm Mahogany?
No.
If Blue was present and Blue tried to step up and save Mahogany, what do you think would have happened to Blue?
They would have killed her.
All right, let's talk about Nuki. Who is this young lady named Nuki that allegedly calls herself Blue's sister?
Um, I'm not gonna really speak too much on her, but I know of her. She is Nuki's, sister. Cool person, cool individual.
Allegedly, there's some beef.
As far as I know, it ain't no beef between them. But You know, to my knowledge, I don't know. Yeah, I never seen them really beef. I never seen them really, had words.
Is there any way you can contact Nuki for me?
Um, yes, it is.
I would like you to do that if you don't mind. I did reach out to her in the form of a cash app with some messages and a number, and she hasn't reached out to me. But I would love to speak with her. Would you like me to enlighten you on the alleged beef?
Yes, ma'am.
So allegedly, Blue mentioned some things in one of the interviews. Sorry, y'all, that's a balloon. We're setting up for a party. So sorry. There's a party while we doing this. They setting up for. It's about to be lit. Okay, let me. It's a surprise. Anyway, um, Blue said some things that went against Nuki, and Nuki is saying it was a lie, and allegedly, Blue released her address and possibly phone number on the internet.
Um, like I said, to my knowledge, I don't know of that happening, but I can ask and see for myself because I know.
Yeah, let her know. I would love to talk to her. And if she wants to talk, if you can text her and see if she can come in now. Again, I'm gonna make sure everyone is taken care of. I'm in good energy right now. I'm in good spirits. I would love it. Yeah. Thank you, T Clocker. Everyone, go ahead and share the live. You guys continue to tap the screen. I will be compensating these guests today. If you guys want to send me a CA, that'll be great. $1 EmpressParis. And also make sure you give me some gifts if you're in the room. If not, just tap the screen. Tapping the screen helps. Sharing the live keeps me on the heat list. Just do your 1, 2 while I bring you guys this elaborate, extensive story that involves so many people. Even though people weren't present, there's still a long, extensive line of friends that was in this BMG, BMS, F type of lifestyle that's going on. And we're going to always respect each guest, but I want to bring you guys exclusive information right from the individuals that hung out with each one of these individuals. Exclusive information that you will hear here with EmpressParis first. Okay? So I know a lot of y'all have questions. The guest right now is making a phone call to this young lady named Nuki. Nuki plays a pivotal part and some information with Blue, and I just want to get to know her a little bit and just get a little insight on what's taking place. But respectfully, this is going great right now with Shon. He's been a great patient guest, and it's up. Okay,
I
so
sent her. I sent her a text, so she
okay,
should be texting me back.
perfect. All righty, and so Shon, you're just saying she's a cool girl, stand-up girl. Everything with her is copacetic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, other than Tasia being the ringmaster, who do you feel is the next most vicious person in this clique right here?
The one you just had your hand on. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Francis Ace is the alleged person that pulled the trigger. Why do you feel as though he's so vicious?
Um, I feel, everybody got a point to him. Everybody got a point to, a limit, a breaking limit. He's the type of person where he does have a heart, but if he feel like, disrespect coming or anything like that, he's gonna be on guard.
Mm.
He's that type of person to where if you didn't cross him out, he's gonna let you know he's coming for you.
And then
So
let somebody know you're coming for them, and to have this girl on your side, that makes this a very dangerous duo because they took action.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all listen. Gangsters, killers, they come in all shapes and sizes and forms. This young girl here is like a size 00. She may weigh a buck. She may weigh 95 to 100 pounds, small in size, but mighty when it came to reforming and conforming a group into doing whatever she said. Tasia didn't play. She had a soldier right next to her that did not play. Everyone else had to fall in place. And we said that from the beginning. This little thing right here did not play. And she will look you in your eyes and lie to you, and look you in your eyes and set you up. Thank you so much, Benz. Yes, my baby. I have another question, Sean.
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
a rumor that Tasia set up her baby daddy? Don't answer it if you can't answer it. Don't worry about it. I don't. It's okay.
No, I can attest to that. Is rumors. Um, is rumors that I've heard. I don't wanna I don't want, which they true, but the way things, I'm hearing from streets and everything, it's seeming like it. And her baby daddy was, a good friend to me. Like he was one of like the first people, I really became friends with. So it's like, and I don't really have too many people, I call my friend because I watch myself. I watch my surroundings. I grew up, not in a two-parent household, but mama ain't raised no fool. You can't just be out here trusting people like that. So, you know, when it came down to it, he even knew my mom's, knew my family. So it's like, he was a good friend to me. So I don't wish it's true, but if it's true, that just makes things even, harder because it's like if you did have something to do, with it, then you sat here and lied in, a lot of people's faces for a long time. A long time.
How did he die?
Um, I was I was out of town. Um, I got the call about it was about 3 in the morning. Um, Donovan Cash is dead. Cash dead. And I said, huh? Mind I'm still half asleep, waking up, Cash dead. They just shot him, at the store. And I came back as quick as I could. When I came back, the store that we all hang out, all we all went to, taped off everything. When I came back, you can still see the dark stains of the blood still in the concrete. They had a video of him and everything, of him just laying in front of the store. And I'm not gonna lie, they say men shouldn't cry. Man, I cried because he was a good friend to me. I did. I cried for a couple days because it's like I can't see you no more. So it was hard. It was hard.
Did they ever catch the person that did this to him?
To my knowledge, no. They said they had a couple people, but
The
I don't know.
the person that did it, do you feel though that they were a cousin of Tasia? Well, you probably don't know, but do you think it was a relative of Tasia?
No.
Okay. How many children did Tasia have from this particular boy?
One, but he treated her other child, one of her other children, like like he was his. He was a good dude, good father. Them kids never they never wanted for nothing, nothing. He was a great father. Um, mind you, I'm 28. He younger than me, and it's like I can admit, I had some things to work on, dealing with my daughter, but I can say I looked up to him a little bit sometimes when it came to certain things like that. We all could, take a picture out of his book. Yeah, he might have did some things on the side or whatever like that, but when it came down to them kids never wanted for nothing.
I wonder why why the streets would think that Tasia would set up someone that was so good to her and her kids. She was just that type of girl, I'm assuming.
It's seeming that way, and especially with this case, it's seeming that way because she never wanted nothing when it came to him. Anything she asked for, anything she wanted, he went out and got it.
Mm,
He definitely went out and got it. Whether it was the legal way or the legal way, he definitely went and got it. I can't say that man was a go getter. He was a stepper.
God bless his soul. Is Sanaya's baby father, alive?
I don't know. I don't know who her baby father is.
All right. So I want everyone to understand this is Deshaun, y'all. Deshaun know these people, several of these people for years. Deshaun also verified to us that Blue and Mahogany allegedly did have a fling, a relationship of sort in the past. And can you vouch? How long do you think Blue knew Mahogany?
Um, to my understanding, Blue knew Mahogany for I believe it's been a couple years.
Because
It's been a couple years.
everybody that's against Blue right now is saying that Blue did not know Mahogany. Blue is not on Mahogany's um, Facebook and da da da. They weren't friends. They weren't cool. But you say it's different.
Um, what I can say is this: Blue and Mahogany, they wasn't as close as they first was. I can't say that, but when it came down to it, people got to understand Mahogany did befriend Blue once upon a time, and I know this for a fact because I didn't seen messages and everything across from them, so I can attest to that. Mahogany and Blue, they was talking. They just started really talking to each other even more. This past year, from what I'm hearing, but they did know each other. Um, but they never really interacted with each other like that. That's what she was trying to tell everybody. Yeah, she knew Mahogany, but they didn't really start interacting with each other until probably about these last maybe about 2 years, about 2.5, almost 3 years.
Okay. I have another question. Did Ariana and Mahogany know each other personally, to your knowledge?
No, to my knowledge, no.
So you're vouching then that Mahogany did not know Ariana, meaning they never met. They didn't know each other face to face.
No, to my knowledge, the only thing they had ever interaction was that phone call.
All right, so let the record show. This is from Deshaun, you guys. Someone that's been around these people just as long as Blue. Deshaun has contested that Ariana and Mahogany had no formal relationship, didn't know each other, and only spoke on that three-way call. So, do you feel as though it was Ariana's first time meeting Mahogany that night of the said incident on February the 25th?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, there you have it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get me to 20K. We almost there. I love y'all. Thank you, guys. Go ahead and help Imp get to 20K. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, this is Shon. Shon is from Birmingham. He originally grew up in Ohio, out where Tisha is actually from. And he knows this young lady firsthand to be that girl that sets you up and cause chaos. I understand Blue said that as well. I'm just trying to get some clarification because, again, everybody, I wasn't there, but I'm trying to piece the things that I know and piece the facts based on what police is saying, based on these preliminary hearings they're having in Jefferson County, and also by talking to Blue and listening to Nuki and listening to other people. I'm not here to take sides. I'm just here to bring facts. Okay? And when I had my interview with Blue, the whole YouTube went crazy. The whole BIGO went crazy. Okay? No, Nikki, I'm not talking to you, Nikki. I ain't talking to you, baby. I'm just having a conversation. And again, I'm just trying to bring some facts to you guys. So guess what Prezi did? She went and brought someone that knows them firsthand, that used to rock and shake the ground with them. When I say shake the ground, they used to grind it out. You know what I mean? And this individual chose to leave the people coming around. He wasn't having it. Too much foolishness. Not only that, Tasia had done started some beef with Shon and Francis, and Tasia had done started some beef with Shon and Blue. And Blue and Blue and Shanza was over it. So Shon, not Shanzo, I'm sorry, Shon, let's talk about Blue. Do you feel as though Blue cut Tasia off back in January?
Yes.
Why do you say that? How do you know?
I know because that was the last time I really formal introduced myself, to them. Blue, it was around my birthday 2023. Blue sent me $450 for my birthday. And, you know, I didn't know at the time that, it came from her. But she sent it through Tasia's, Cash App. So I'm thinking it came from Tasia. So this year, January, I sent Tasia some money for her birthday. Um, and that was the last time I talked to Tasia ever.
And
Up
what date was
until
that? What date?
um I can't remember. It was around her birthday though. It was around
What?
her birthday.
And when is her birthday again?
That I don't remember.
Is
I
it, you
don't
said
remember.
in January?
It's in January. Yes, her
Okay.
birthday is in January.
All right. So, how did you find out that Blue was done with this group? What month did you find out, and who told you?
Month I found out was later on in that January towards like early February. I had talked to one of her cousins, and her cousin told me that Blue hasn't been around them at all. Blue hadn't really talked to Tasia, none of that, because I guess they had a falling out, and she stopped talking to him. And then I say about this case really. I found out that she was, talking to Mahogany or whatever, and she hadn't been talking to Tasia. So that really confirmed it that she hadn't been talking to Tasia at all.
All right.
For me.
Blue showed us some receipts where they fell out on the 24th, but she had some words back and forth with Tasia on January the 29th about pull up, well, pull up then, and blah, 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 and their relationships was dead. When I saw those receipts, I believed them, but the internet is not believing them. So you're saying out of your mouth today that Blue and Tasia fell out in January, and when she fell out with Tasia, she basically fell out with the entire crew.
Pretty much. Yes, ma'am.
Now, was Blue living with Tasia at all?
She lived with Tasia for maybe about, I wouldn't even call it about a month or so. Well, no, it was about a month and a half. I can't say it was about a month and a half, but Blue could have went back to where she was at any given time. She definitely could have went back at any given time. It was really her choice.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So Blue could have went back when she left.
Give
I'm
me
sorry.
one moment.
Okay, I'll give you one moment. All right, everybody, we're gonna take a break. Yes, ma'am. I'm home, babe. Okay, baby. Okay. Love you, sis. Bye. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and take a break. Let's take a reset in the interim. Let's go ahead and get me to 20K. Y'all doing so great today. And also, you guys, I'm just trying to clear up some things. Again, I don't know everything, but the best way for me to clear up all the accusations and everybody taking apart my interview that I had on Bigo is for Prezi and I to find reputable people that are involved with the relationships, not involved with the case and the murder and the rape, no, but has been involved with having relationships with these people. All right, that would know these people's character. Okay, that's all I'm trying to bring to you guys. Okay, that's it. Yes, ma'am. I'm home. You want to come? Cause I'm live. All right, hit the thing. I'm gonna hit it when you come in. Okay, babe. Bye. All right, y'all. It's getting busy. The calls are coming in. So again, welcome, Shon. You guys. That's all I'm trying to do is bring facts. All right. I want to clear y'all head of anything else other than facts. That's it. That's all. That's it. And Shon is doing a great job. All right. So let me give you okay. I'm doing my ones and twos. That's it. So from what I understand from Shon is vouching that Blue had no relationship with Tasia and these people that you see here since mid-January of 2024. So if we feel as though that she had no dealings with them, I'm wondering how so many people will come up with the theory or the narrative or the findings that Blue set this up. And not only that, reports and the records show that there was a stolen gun involved, that Mahogany had removed something from somebody else that belonged to somebody else, and allegedly Tasia removed the gun out of Mahogany's purse. And then Mahogany allegedly took a gun from Jeremiah, T. Clocker, Jeremiah, and held Brandon Pope at gunpoint, made him strip nude looking for the gun. Once she was done with him, he got dressed and told Francis, oh, we about to kill her ass or something about to go down. And that's when things went downward, spiraling. Shon also said that he's not innocent when it comes down to the life that they lived some time ago. But instead of hanging out with this group, he wanted some motion. Those are the words he used. They didn't have any motion and he wanted some motion. He wanted a life. He wanted to start buckling down and getting himself prepared for growing into a man that now has a daughter. He didn't want this anymore. Too much he said, she said, too much setup, too many lies, and too many new faces coming around that he couldn't trust, and he chose to opt out. Is that accurate, Shon?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Shon, how do you feel about Blue talking to Ariana after this case? No, let me change that question. How often did you and Blue talk after you both left the fold?
We talked not as much as we used to, but we talk every so often. What's going on, what's been said, what's been heard. You know, everything like that. Just normal type stuff. You know, ask me how I'm doing, where I'm at. I'm good. Am I good or anything? We talk. Not as much as I would wanted us to talk, as friends, but we never really talked like we used to. And it
Now let
was
me say
I
this to
think
Ezra. Yes, it was a setup because Teja took that gun. But my question is, was Blue present? And did Blue have anything to do with it? Did Blue set her up? That's the question. We already know what took place here. But was Blue present at this incident? And did Blue play any part in this at all?
to
Okay,
my knowledge Blue was not there.
thank you. And do you feel in your heart that Blue played any part?
No ma'am.
Was Blue the type of person to set somebody up?
No ma'am.
Is there anything you would like to add about this group of people here, Shon?
Um it's pertaining to them and to, you know, everybody on your life. Watch the company you keep. Um please, because in a blink of an eye, something like this can happen. Mahogany, she looked at everybody as friends. She trusted y'all. She gave y'all loyalty. So it's like, she trusted y'all to have a good time, a good night. And y'all did this. Y'all abused her trust. Y'all took the loyalty away from her. Y'all stripped her from her dignity. Because even if she did, even if they did keep her alive, that girl still wouldn't have been able to, live the same way she was living. Because y'all would have put out videos. Y'all would have leaked them somehow. So it's like she would have been embarrassed. So it's just like, I just want to let everybody know, watch the company you keep and be careful. Always be on your P's and Q's. Don't never think anywhere is safe because anything can happen.
Spoken like a true young man, spoken like a father, spoken like a good son. Now, Shon, do you mind if one or two of the girls come up and ask you a question?
No, I don't mind at all.
Okay. So we have Dawood. I don't know if this is a real person. Would anyone like to come up and ask Shon a question? Remember, guys, Shon wasn't present at the incident, but Shon knows these people very, very well. Okay. Very, it was just like family. One thing about we know street code, those are your people, those are your family. The people you shake and move with is your family. Sometimes your street family is closer to and then your family that you stay in the house with. So yes, he was like family, just like this Bigo family. God's gift.
Hey, Imp. Hey, Sean. Am I pronouncing it right, Sean? Hey, panel.
Yes,
God
ma'am.
bless. I'll be honest. I actually don't have a question. I just have a statement I have to make because I'm looking at him and I can see, whatever he's expressing, he's telling his truth. This is what I'm vibrating off of. But I have to say this. Betrayal amongst black people. We oh, my sister, yeah, we going to get our nails done, we doing all that. Betrayal of our black sister. You got that best friend. Oh, she done slept with your man. Betrayal of our black people, whether it be sister or man, is not to be discussed. You supposed to just suck up and roll. Okay, well, I don't fuck with her no more. Okay, well, I don't fuck with the people that fuck with my enemies. All of that is a facade because that shit hurts. Because guess what? At the end of the day, who the fuck else we got? We don't got nobody else. I'm sorry for cursing. I don't want to get you banned, but who else we got? So I know it takes a lot for him to get up and state this. But at some point, betrayal amongst our black people has to be addressed. Now I don't think he betraying them. What energy I'm picking up from you, brother, is that you're shocked. And I put in the comment where your childhood friends, because those childhood friends from fifth grade, kindergarten, are the best friends. We've been through some stuff together. You
And
Yeah,
know?
that
but
I
you also
can
got to look at it like
that
this too, God's gift. If you always hanging
Yes.
out with your friend, and every time y'all chilling, something jumping off involving you, it's always
Yes.
something jumping off where we got to pull the guns and save you, then it's time to exit. It's time
Okay,
to
well
go.
let me okay, well Em, can I say this to you? Then guess what? What I mean as friends, then guess what? If every time we gotta get kicked out of the club because of me, I'm gonna use me, not nobody else. Then guess what? My team is we supposed to listen. You can't go nowhere with us no more. 'Cause we want to party. You getting us kicked out. You need to
Okay,
check
so
yourself.
God's gift. And that
Yes.
person that gets y'all kicked out, what if that person decides to steal a gun from somebody in the crew and then allow someone in the crew to be raped, dragged, and murdered and sodomized? How do you feel about that person then? You still keep your lips
How
stiff? You keep them.
no how I feel about that person? How I feel about that ooh. How I feel about that person?
Yeah.
You know what? You oak treed me, meaning that you took the oak tree down on me. That means that I have to look within myself to address that conversation. That means come from non-judgmental. And again, that's why I asked for their childhood friends. Can I be honest about something?
Well,
And it's no shade.
let's bring somebody else up because we got people loading up. So
Oh, okay, okay. Well,
yeah.
okay. Well, this is all I want to say is we all we got, and we betray each other. You know, I would just want to speak on that. And God bless y'all all at the panel, everything.
But
You
let
know,
me
and
tell
you
you,
too.
yeah, before you leave, not only did they betray each other, they betrayed their children. Four
Okay,
children, one child, one child, one child, one child. They betrayed everybody, not just each other. They betrayed everybody.
okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna jump down, but I just want
Thank
to
you.
say this to you. I'm in New York. This is an ongoing thing every day.
All right,
See,
so let me
I
bring
didn't know the
somebody.
full story.
But it's ongoing in the world. But let me bring somebody else up. But I love you guys.
Okay, okay. Well,
All right,
God bless
thank
y'all, bro.
you.
You get my point.
All
Okay.
right, so Shon, you got anything to say towards that?
Yeah, she wasn't wrong. Betrayal is everywhere. Friends, family, your own mother and father can betray you. But you just gotta, like I said, you just gotta be your own person. Stand on your own 2 feet. If you feel like you about to stop, no. Keep that motivation to keep going so you can distance yourself from that.
Right, but to me, G code only goes so far. You and I can
Yes.
roll together. I'm not trying to tell every little thing we did together, but if you rape and beat and kill somebody from the crew,
Oh no, I ain't with that.
I'm not with that. Ain't no more G. You have now crossed the parameter. G code is listen. We blood brothers, we blood sisters. We gonna do this together. We gonna do that together. We gonna all eat. When you G coding, you feeding the family. You feeding them knowledge. You feeding them protection, and you feeding them technically, literally feeding them. We all one. But when you step out that line and you fuck over somebody, that changes the parameter. That changes the dynamic. We ain't G'ing no more. You are a foe, and now I'm gonna turn on your ass.
Yeah, because for me, like I said, I got people, I got people, uncles, cousins, father, that's been in the streets. And one street rule, I was even in it at one point in time. And one street code I always say I live by, if anything, no women and children at all.
No women and
No
children.
women and children.
None. And I don't know why they thought it was G for all them to tag that one girl. G's don't do that, and she ain't the enemy. She's actually a
No.
common denominator that had a little energy and it went left. But as family, we get through it. Slap her around, let her go home to live another day.
Right.
That's it. Or find out who stole the gun and slap this ass. But they scared of Teja. They scared of her. Little fight ain't hurt nobody. They was all high. Little punch, little slap. Go home, girl. And don't try that no more. But it was levels to it. It was levels. It was levels. It was levels. It didn't stop. They slapped her. They punched her. They beat her. Oh, we ain't done. Let's strip her clothes off. Oh, we ain't done. Let's put handcuffs on her. Oh, we ain't done. Let's hit her with a gun. Oh, we ain't done. Let's drag her outside and beat her to shit. We still ain't done. Let's drag her back inside now. Make her suck everybody's genitals. Suck and hold her head down there. And if she don't do it again, let's beat her ass with a pistol again. If she take too long, I'm in line. It's my turn. No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn. No, it's my turn. Everybody got a turn. And then they shot her. Ain't nothing G about that. What we talking about? What is G? What's the G? True, if you live by it, you died. But that wasn't living by the streets. She didn't rape. She didn't sodomize. Nope.
No, that one,
She
that
hadn't put a
one, that
bullet in
one,
nobody's ass yet. So that wasn't
that
living.
one.
That's a little bit out. It's a
No, that
little bit.
one, that
It's a
one,
little bit far fetched.
that one. The G code. My thing is being the G code is. Let me give you an example. My thing is being it, when you being, when you living that life and living the G code and you being a stepper. My thing is say like you and a person got beef. Y'all say y'all gonna handle it out, handle in the streets. Okay, that don't mean you about to go shoot up his mama house with his, maybe his daughter or his sister in there and nothing like that. Ain't stepping. That's not being a stepper. A stepper is if I see you on the street and I get you, that's being a stepper. We face to face. But I'm not about to shoot up your mama house or, find your sister or find your girlfriend or see your daughter. That ain't being no stepper. I don't see you as no stepper. I
Use
don't
that
see
little
you
clip
as
I
no
got in that
G.
little jar.
I I just see you. I just
Been
see
on the
you as
counter.
pretending. You a pretender. You a pretender. Want to be in the streets. That ain't being no stepper.
This is the alleged shooter. All these people that night was cowards. And they allowed one person to say go. Keep going. Oh, I ain't done with her yet. Oh, fuck that. Oh, you know what? This hoe tried me last month. You know what? Fuck that. She's still talking to Blue. Oh, she was going my old man. It started out with they took a gun, but then all these other emotions start to flare. The way they beat her and hurt her, it was some jealousy. It was some past emotions. There was a lot of flare-ups that day, and this was the time they took advantage of it. They took advantage. Nobody stood for her that night. It was literally 8-on-1. Okay, let's go ahead and ask another question to this lovely gentleman here. Prezi.
I don't have a question, sis. I just wanted to come up here and thank Shon for doing this interview. We definitely appreciate, you doing that. You didn't have to reach back out to me, but you did. Thank you for coming up here being respectful and, just telling your truth. And I can definitely feel the pain just even when you were sending messaging me, in the text on Facebook messaging me, and it's just something that touched me just hearing what you were saying. So we definitely appreciate you and thank you for coming out and clearing up some things that the internet was trying to downplay when it came to the story. And as I told you before, when I sent you the video of Empress covering this story, we definitely appreciate you. This has been like taking a toll on a lot of us, day by day, just hearing about these stories and how the system continues to, fail us on a daily basis, when it comes to our people and, especially our young black women,
Yes,
that are
ma'am.
being killed day by day. And this was a lynching. She was literally lynched. Yeah, she basically got to her done things that happened back in slavery time, to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
slaves. So at the end of the day, for you to be able to do this to your own people, no matter what, it didn't take all that. It didn't even take all that. So I just wanted to tell you thank you. And we definitely gonna keep you in our prayers. You know, keep you in our prayers and don't stop, stay in touch, stay in touch, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I got your Instagram.
Most definitely. Thank you, love.
Yeah, and Sean, I had to send you a number too because Sean is going to be my liaison when it comes down to me speaking to Nuki. Nuki is another person that was close with Blue. I want to have a conversation with her just to see where her head is and to see what's going on with this elaborate story that's taking place and unraveling with her and Blue. And Shon, you are more than welcome to come back to my platform when I do have this conversation with Nuki and Blue, because I want to speak to them as young people together. Um, this is some heinous shit that took place here. Very disgusting. And this should be a wake up call. Blue and Nuki should not be going at it. They shouldn't be threatening each other. This is what happens when people threats each other, this kind of stuff. So I need them to focus. This is a lesson here that we all need to pull back, count to 10, and just before we act, that we need to think first. Think before you act. Because if you ain't thinking, then you're murdering somebody. If you ain't thinking, then you probably, it's a lot. If we don't think, I promise y'all.
Hello. Can you hear me clearly? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say that I don't think they was friends. I think they was associates slash ops that portrayed to be friends. Okay. And I feel like Blue, she didn't have nothing to do with it. She wasn't there. But I believe, this is just my opinion, that it was over her. I feel like it was all over her. And what I mean by that, let me explain why I say that. With the three-way phone call, I feel Mahogany did not know that that other girl was on the phone when she was telling Blue that Ace and Tasia was trying to set her up. Because if you look at,
Blue did not. Blue didn't either. To my knowledge, Ariana was still on the line, and they both thought she hung up.
see, and
But
see
but
the
but P said, but so explain why Mahogany took the gun from Jeremy to make Brandon strip search. Explain that to me.
To my knowledge, what I heard
Not
was,
you, Sean.
uh,
Miss P.
uh
oh, say that again. No, I wanted to say the reason why I felt like she did not know that that girl was on the phone, because in the video of them arguing, she said about the phone call, and Mahogany was like appalled, like she was like she didn't know. She was like, "What are
She
you
didn't
talking
say
about?"
the phone call. That's not what she said. She said, I'm not blue. She said, I'm not blue. I'm not blue. That's what she said.
She said, "I heard what you said on the phone," and Mahogany said, "What phone?" Like she was shocked. They
I didn't see that part of the video.
yes, ma'am, Empress.
I
It
didn't see
is a.
that
I
part.
can,
Sorry about that.
yeah, I can attest. Where that came from in the beginning of the video, that boils down to the three-way phone call, which Blue and Mahogany did not know Ariana was still on the phone, according to what I've heard and what I've seen. Yeah, they did not know Ariana was still on the phone. So no, Blue did not have no knowledge of that, and that's what she keep trying to tell people.
So Blue did tell me that Ariana was aware Mahogany was on the phone, and Mahogany was aware that Ariana's on the phone. So I'll have a conversation with Blue again to clear that up in my head. But Miss P, like you
Yeah.
said, you feel as though that the phone call started all of this.
I feel like it was just an ongoing thing. I mean, ongoing thing. Like stuff was building up. The gun, that was one. Then they became friends again. So it just was building up. And I think that was a straw right there when Mahogany told Blue what was going on. And I feel like Blue went back and told Tasia when they became friends again. I feel
Okay,
like
so
she
hold on. Based on Sean, Tasia and Blue never spoke again. They haven't been friends since the pull up. So hold on. So based on Sean and Blue accounts, Tasia and Blue never spoke again. They never became friends again at all. They fell out officially January the 24th and had the big pull up argument on January the 29th based on the text messages. They never became friends again. But like you said, Ariana was on the phone with Mahogany. So that could be something there.
Okay, can I ask one more question and before I get down, please? Is
Yeah.
that okay? Do you think that Blue, oh, this is for Sean. The question is for Sean. Do you feel like Blue went back and told Tasia what Mahogany said at all?
No,
Or she did not know? Okay.
no. When them two fall out, they have literally no communication with each other. Blue and Tage can go months, maybe even a year without talking. They can go months, even years. So I don't believe Blue told her anything. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, Ariana told her everything that was going on.
But let me say this to P that came up. Thank you for your valid conversation, and thank you for enlightening me for things. I appreciate your questions, and I appreciate your opinion. So I appreciate that. Any more questions before we get out today so these kids can keep doing what they're doing back there? Anybody else would like to say anything to Sean? Sean, I need you to I'm about to start inboxing you on IG when we in here. Stay here. I thought Blue said Mahogany didn't know Ariana. They did. Well, listen. Oh, this is a real question. Hold on. Before you come up, Espion, based on Sean, Ariana and Mahogany had never met each other before that night. Sean, did Mahogany and Ariana know each other personally?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay. So we got Espion.
Hi, Emp. Hi, Sean. So, Sean, I have two questions. Is it true that Ariana and Tasia was dating for a certain amount of time?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay, so I'm assuming after Tasia and Ariana kind of fell out and Blue and Tasia fell out, that's when they started communicating, right?
Yes, she started. According to my knowledge of what I've been told, yes, her and Ariana started back talking again.
And it just so happened that Mahogany was in the fold at that time, and that's when that conversation happened over the phone, right?
To my knowledge, the conversation happened maybe a couple months later, and it came about the three-way phone call. From what I've been told, yes, ma'am.
Right. So another question I have is Tasia and Mahogany, they all got into a fight a few weeks ago with a girl. Do you know who that girl is?
No, I just found out after I seen it, before on another page, but I didn't know who it was.
Hmm.
I didn't find out who it was until after Mahogany's death, like
Would you be able to
basically during
find
the
her
case.
out and possibly get her interviewed by Imp? Because Imp, I feel like this can really open it up on a whole new level on who these people were, how they operated in an unbiased position and perspective.
Well,
And someone who was actually
I'm starting to break it down
actually
on who
a
they.
victim.
I'm starting to break down who they are and how they operated. So we've been on that based on where
Right.
Tages started. Believe it or not, Shanza and Tages came from the same state, Ohio. I mean, they came from. They know each other prior to even moving to Alabama.
Right. Right, but it's different when you have an actual victim who you can interview to say, yeah, they jumped on me, they beat my ass, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. I think that would be, really open it up in something totally different than what everyone else is doing.
But
But
what I
thank
Yeah,
you
I
so
am
think
much, Sean.
captivating is from the people that shook and moved with her. They're all explaining to me their position they played in her life, and each one of these. To me, perspective is even if they fought that girl, what does that girl's individual Grife got to do with Mahogany being, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right,
what I'm getting from Shanza and Blue, and when I speak to Nuki is they're able to tell me because they've hung out with this girl for 3 years plus. They're
right.
able to give me full character on who Tasia was, Sanaya was, who Francis is, and who's Blair. And I think that is so key and important on who these people are and who their character is. The fact that they're all mothers. You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
fact that this girl is the mastermind, despite that she's a size 00 and only 26, she runs her shit. And she can throw the rock and she can hide her hand. And not only that, even Shon has admitted she's made him move left to right when she spoke. He's done
Would
things.
you explain why they didn't maybe they didn't stop it when Mahogany allegedly pulled the gun on Brandon? They didn't stop it because there was a bigger picture involved. Do
But
you
wait,
feel like that?
so they didn't stop when Mahogany pulled the gun, but they also didn't stop when Brandon said, "Oh, we about to kill this hoe or do something to this hoe. She just made me strip naked."
Right.
So
Right. That's like, were they there? Like, did they watch this whole thing go down when she made Brandon strip?
they were all there.
Wow.
They were all
Okay.
there. She took the gun allegedly from Jeremy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
her gun was missing out of the purse. So where's my purse? Where's my gun? Everybody thinks she went to an ATM machine, but allegedly there's a gun in a purse. There's a gun in a purse and some money that was taken out, allegedly by Tasia. But nobody ain't saying it. So what happens is, where my gun, where my money? But this same gun that Mahogany is looking for is something that a Mahogany T. Clocker took from another gang member named West. And this gun that West had supposedly, gag this, kind of sort of belonged to Francis.
Hmm.
And we still don't know if it's the gun that Francis took from Tija's brother. It's a gun that's just being passed around that ended up
Right.
in
Um,
Mahogany's
I
hand.
can, I can, I can answer. I can attest to that. No, the gun that he took from Tasia, brother,
Brother
um,
was recovered.
no, it was never recovered, but it was a totally separate
Different.
situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
the
because
gun was never recovered, where did it go? Who had the gun?
in the video when she's fighting her outside and right before she swing, she brings up the gun and like, yeah, that gun you stole, yeah, I got it, I got
Yeah.
it, and then
So what she's saying, Espion, is she took it out her purse that night at the house.
okay,
Because Mahogany looking for it. So being who Mahogany is, she takes Jeremy gun, allegedly, points it at Brandon Pope, make him strip naked. When he didn't have the gun, Brandon said, "Oh hell no, you're gonna pay for what you just did to me." And
right.
that's when the girl started slapping her around. And it started from slaps and punches to what we have today.
Do we know why Ariana is not locked up anymore?
I didn't know she was released and I didn't know she had a bond. So this will be news to me. When did she not be locked up? What did you hear, Espion?
I heard like a couple of days ago that she was out.
No, I can attest to that. Ariana Robinson is still in jail.
Yeah, I didn't hear
Okay.
about a bond.
Okay,
I've been following this. I didn't hear about no bond and no release.
okay, awesome. Yeah,
So you
that's
about to woo.
yeah. Okay, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sean. Thank you,
For
Em.
your great,
Yes,
great,
ma'am.
great questions, Espion. I really appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, girl, shit, my heart stop. Okay, one more question, you guys, before we give our high fives to Sean.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, one more. First, Blue Sister did an interview. Remember, I told you yesterday in your comments, Amp, about it. And she
And hold on
stated,
for a second. And that's Nuki, Miss P, who I'm trying to bring now so we can have a conversation. Go ahead.
and she stated in that interview that Blue said to her that Tasia was in love with her. Do you know about that or have any knowledge on that?
Um, Tasia, she did go both ways, and I did hear of them sort of liking each other.
Hmm.
So I don't know personally, but the way it made it seem, she might have, might not. So I mean, it's up in the air on that question. I really don't know.
So, do you think that the love that she had for Blue will make her go this far?
Yes.
I wonder. I digress.
Great question, Miss P. Now, in the comments, it was not Tasia that she said she had an intimate relationship in December. It was Sanaya. Okay, you guys, it was Sanaya. If you didn't know, Sean, there was some type of intimacy going on with Sanaya and Blue in December.
To my knowledge, I didn't know about that. I've only known about maybe two people that she has talked to. One of them, he, I know who he is. He don't want no part of this at all.
Oh, and
So I'm not gonna
he
say
used to
him.
date Blue.
Huh?
He used to date Blue.
No. Used to date Sanaya.
Oh, okay, good, okay. Blue did explain to us too that she don't really go both ways, but she's pan. She actually dated a transvestite and full women.
Yes.
That's cute. All right, so Sean, you survived.
Yes, ma'am.
Was it bad? Was it okay?
Um, I think every day that I wake up and realize I made it. I got away.
Mm,
Um, Thankfully, I'm not in this situation.
Jesus. He got away, y'all. Oh, Jesus.
Um, I I knew what I grew up in. I grew up in the church. So, I grew up in the church and I grew up, in the streets. So it's like I chose church over streets. And it's like, you
Amen.
know, I stayed to myself. This is why one of the reasons why I stay to myself now. Situations like this. I do have some friends, but you know, I had to realize it's more to life than just you know just sitting there and want to rob or want to kill or want to fight somebody. No, get up, get some money, travel the world, see places. I've been to Paris. I've been damn near everywhere. I've been to 30 states. So, you just got to learn to just settle down. You got to know when enough is enough. You know, sit down, get married, have a wife, find a husband. So it's time to it's time to settle down. It's 2024. We all need to be married. We all need to be settled down, have kids. Get a we ain't thinking about rent no more. We thinking about mortgages, building houses. I'm looking forward towards a mortgage as I get into my, start getting into my early 30s, middle 30s. I want a mortgage. I want a wife. I don't want to just a little girlfriend or for a couple years or something like that. No. Within 2 years, maybe three, 2.5, maybe 3 years time, I'm gonna marry whoever decides to come my way. I'm not about to wait the 5 year rule. No, because within 60 days, a man knows what he wants out of a woman. It really don't even take that long. So I'm level headed. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Sean, thank you for that. He definitely enlightened us. That was deep. That was mature, very sentimental and emotional for some. But our last question, will you be at the courtroom or sentencing?
Um, I can make it there. But it's like I've been debating, and everybody has asked me the same question: are you gonna be there? You coming? Are you gonna be there? Like Shon, are you gonna be there? Sean, you coming? I know you really don't want to be there. Are you gonna be there? And I keep telling people the same thing. If I go to that courtroom, I might speak out of turn. I might say something, and it's like, yeah, I might. I really just might. Just to see the look on y'all faces and looking at me, knowing y'all did that girl wrong. Because guess what? Now y'all have to stand in front of everybody and explain why y'all did it.
gonna be real. It's gonna be deep. It's gonna be serious. And I don't think a lot of people are gonna be able to control their urges, especially once those graphic, vivid photos and videos fall into play. So I wish you serenity. I wish you peace. Uh, Hopefully we found a little preacher in the making, somebody's beautiful husband. You already seem like a great grandson to grandma and a great father to your daughter. And
Yes, ma'am.
you receive, what you're given. We really, really do. We really do. We really do, John. So praises to you, young man, and blessings. Thank you,
Thank
being
you.
and thank you for blessing us with the opportunity to speak with you. Prayers and I'll be in your IG in 1 second as we wrap up this live. All right. And again, thank you for allowing us to talk to
Yes,
you and
ma'am.
blessing us with your presence.
And I'm just looking at your chat too. For everybody, for all the women, yes, I am single. Um, yes, I have a job. Um, I work on cars. I'm good with my hands and all. So yes.
I don't know why
Oh,
every
and I
time
know,
we bring
and
somebody up, it turns to the dating game. But they so grown in the comments. I got some grown girls in here. But go ahead, Sean.
and
Work
I
your set.
and I know how to and I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to do my own laundry. Um, yeah. So whatever y'all. Oh my lord.
Grown. They so grown in my
My
comments. Grown women in here. They work and cook and clean too. So it'll be a perfect match for somebody in here. Mm-hmm. But we appreciate Brother Sean, you guys. Such a mature young man and so easy to talk to and very well spoken. And I received that.
um for that one comment too. Yes, I do suck toes, and yes, I give good back massages.
They tell my Sean, your lunch is ready. I'm dead. I am not here for not Sean, your lunch is ready. Okay, seems like you're ready. Okay. To go all the way. Everyone, thank you guys for the gifts today. They changed. They charge blue. No blue. They're honestly, y'all. Based on what I'm hearing from Sean and everyone else, I don't think there's no reason for blue to be charged. Blue wasn't there. Blue
Mhm.
wasn't there. Blue was not there, and there's no record of Blue setting anybody up. Blue wasn't there. Blue wasn't there. Okay, y'all. So yeah, but I'm gonna bring another person that knows Blue on live as well. Sean may come back with us when we do this. I'm gonna bring somebody in to talk to Blue. There's some issues going on with this so said Nuki person in Blue. And Sean, I would like you to be a mediator as well on the panel with us when I bring them back. And
Yes, ma'am.
we're gonna see how this unfolds and how it pans out. So mm, but Sean, thank you. So Sean, talk to Sean real quick and IG hold him down while I make this transaction. When I wrap up the live, we can make Sean's transaction a real one. All right, so Sean, stay close. I also got to give you a phone number, Sean. If not, give Sean that 561 number, sis, the one that I sent you today, the 970. And Sean, I need you to text me as well. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Sean. All claps and all praises. Y'all put praises in the comments for Sean, our little pastor in the making, somebody future husband, and a great father. Sean's cash app is, let's go, Sean.
I will post it right now.
$ SHONZO 2239. Go play those 2239 in the lottery for tonight, you guys. $SHONZO 2239. Now, Sean, let me tell you something about Bigo. There's a lot of people on Bigo that will come for you just because you spoke with me today, be mindful. See how easy this was and professional this was?
Hmm.
Get their claws on you, they would try to tear you down and everything you stand for. So be mindful.
I'm ready for it.
Well, you can almost stay away from them. I advise you, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Some dangerous people on the social media network. You guys take the opportunity to send something if you need to the $SHONZO2239. That's his cash app. I will be taking care of him on the back end as well. And also, if you know and love me, $1 Empress Paris, one is me. I'm sorry, $, one Empress Paris, period. All right, Shon, I'll be tuning into you just a second to take care of you, my love. Okay, so give me one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll be ending my live. Thank you, Shon, again.
You welcome, Miss Empress.
Yeah, Shon went off. So respectful. President brought us a real one today, honey. So y'all, boom, and another one. Okay, and another one. All right, we did what we did. We delivered how we was gonna deliver. President stepped up. Shon was receptive, and we're gonna take care of our young man today. Also, I will be bringing Blue back on the panel with Shon, and I'm gonna bring Nuki up as a buffer just to talk to our young folk to see where they're headed at. If we can diffuse another Mohogany Jackson, another Shanquilla Robinson, another Kanika, any of those things, if we can diffuse it, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. This is the best room on BIGO, period. Make sure y'all follow me, please. Thank y'all. We almost made the 20K today. I received that, and I thank y'all so much.